It is January 7th, 2010. My name is Steven Chenault, and I work for Troll Lord Games.
Blam! He cleaves your skull right in half, splitting your brain. You're dead!
So now he's got to make it.
Smite zone.
We've come a long way since the year 2000.
Wait, you say the Cold War is because of aliens?
I told you it was gonna be weird.
You've never burned anyone in your life. I would like to roll to gaslight the fire.
You die! Die, die, die!
I summoned the blue eyes white dragon.
But they wouldn't let him use the toilet in the police station or something.
Troll Lord Games. Join the fray.
You can charge
Yes.
per.
Yes.
There we are. We're live.
Now we are live. Chuck, were you pulling our chain a little bit there, Chuck? Is that what you're doing?
A little bit.
So this is the first night we are on Monday night with the Ends Meet game. Grace is not going to be here tonight, so it's just going to be these four yahoos and me. Tonight's episode is called Bonestacker. I keep wanting to say Bone Raker, but that's not the title of it. It's Bonestacker.
I was gonna say if not, it's now Bonestacker.
It's now Bonestacker. We're changing it. We're gonna dive right into it. Do a quick recap from Thursday night's game, and just to let everybody know, we are moving this game permanently to Monday at 6 to 8:30. So this is where we will be from now on. If the schedule falls through, then we'll just cancel the game. Blah 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 for that particular Monday. But this for the foreseeable future, we'll be here running Monday nights 6 to 8:30 Central Standard Time. We are playing Castleton Crusades. All right. So the update is, or the catch up. What do you call it? The recap. The recap is you guys had wandered down Willowbreak Lane and gotten to Willowbreak Way actually, and gotten to the small town of Willowbreak. And there you all had kind of settled in for the day. You bought some canoes, you sold the mule and all the equipment on the mule, got yourself, I think, 25 or 30 gold pieces a piece, from which you bought, I guess from your proceeds, you bought 2 canoes. And the plan continues to be mount these canoes, head down the Powder River, hit the Mistbane, down the Mistbane to the Danow, into Haverstraw and the Off River Valley country, and see what you can find there, getting yourself out and away from the evil and darkened fold. You guys, it was in the late in the afternoon when we cut off. We're gonna roll time just a few minutes. You're in the tavern. You guys have just eaten a big square meal, lots of frothy mugs of beer. You've got sitting at your table the shopkeeper, Gil. No. Steiner is the shopkeeper. He's sitting at the table. And Gil, who was that kind of ranger tracker guy that gave you guys a little bit of pointers about the river and your journey in front of you and all that business, also sitting at the table with you all. Place is filled up pretty good. Probably a good 20 people in here, men, women, and children, all eating their evening's meal. Temperatures dropped in the afternoon, so you've got somewhere around in the 50s or something. So you promise a cold night and probably a little bit of mist or fog as it coalesces around. Let's do quick descriptions. Peter, let's start with Wyatt.
He's got sort of olive skin, gold eyes, kind of dark brown blackish hair. He's wearing bits and bobs of mostly dented armor, or scruffy looking surcoat, and a lot of things in very badly need of repair, which he's probably going to be doing here in a little bit. But
Gotta find yourself a smith. Yes. So Wyatt's a fighter, and Peter, I think you drew a picture. You need to get that picture to Chuck so he can get it up in the chat. Or
it should be in the whatchamacallit, the
group chat. It's in Team Troll, Chuck. If you want to hunt it down, if not, I'll hunt it down for you. Chuck, what does your character look like?
Ask someone else real quick.
Jeremy, what does your character look like?
What does anybody look like? I don't know.
He has eyeballs and a nose. They haven't been taken off yet. There you go.
He's bilaterally symmetrical, you know.
Bilaterally symmetrical.
Just use the other picture I sent.
Yeah.
He's asymmetrical, Jeremy. He's got to be asymmetrical.
Sort of rangy looking, disinterested human, kind of sandy blonde hair. Tries to keep it close shaved, clean shaven. He's recently shaved, so it's pretty clean. Long limbs, kind of muscular, but he just kind of got this loping movement about him. Everything's very lazy. Like even just like focusing on anything is like, oh my god, what? In studded leather armor, sword at hip, you know.
You replenished your arrows, right?
I did. Yeah.
With a full quiver. Davis, what is
McGowan?
Where's my notes?
McGowan has recently been shaved, his hair cut and washed, and he went down to the river and took a bath. He's tall, lean, with fiercely blue eyes staring off into the distance.
Chuck, you want to do a quick description, or are you still caught up in?
No, I'm good. Sorry about that. It's just rough timing. I am basically look like Aragorn from Lord of the Rings. I'm wearing camouflage outfit, sort of with a cloak, with a hooded cloak. It's very green and browns and golds. I'm very quiet, keep to myself mostly. I am a ranger, and I like to feel like I'm some sort of a protector around people a little bit. But at the same time, I don't have a whole lot to say. That's it.
So Sparky's on fire in the chat. He said,
That's brutal.
Yeah,
That's brutal.
It's to Davis shaved, totally weirdo. And then to Chuck, he said Timu Aragorn.
That's brutal.
You know what, Sparky? Kiss my ass.
Sparky weighs in. All right, so you guys are sitting there. It's pretty loud in the tavern.
Shit, this is
nothing. There's no like rumor mill or anything you've eaten. So it's really just chatting up. Gil's kind of curious where you guys came from. So it's just kind of light chat. You do recognize that Gwen hasn't joined you. At no point does Gwen join you guys. Concerning or not, I mean, you're in a relatively safe village. Willowbreak, half walled, half house, and half hedgerow. You know what have you. Evening kind of wears away. Do you guys have any questions or anything that you're going to bring up with Gil or Steiner?
No, I just want to make a comment on Jeremy's appearance. I'm imagining Donnie from The Big Lebowski.
Here we go.
Take it away, Chuck.
Anyways,
anybody know any good jokes?
Oh, right. Because Davis doesn't. All right. Anyway, so before we get started, okay, yeah, this, yeah, I do. I want to ask, I guess Steiner. I guess I'll ask him.
Yeah.
Whoever. Steiner, who can we find to perhaps provide us with a map of the area, preferably the southern area of Darkenfold, maybe even beyond?
I've got sheets of maps back at the shop. Darkenfold, of KMR, of Ursul, of the Oth River. Got all kinds of stuff. Whatever you need, we can hook you up for sure.
Excellent. I've heard that there are a few tomes about that describe this whole area in detail. I was hoping to find one.
I've got a few books. I don't know if I've got anything like that, but almost guaranteed in your favorite place of Elm, or maybe Haverstraw, you can find such a thing.
And if not, you can go to trollord.com and get one for yourself, everyone.
Wait, what?
Start doing heavy product placements during the game.
Steiner's confused about the product placements.
Anyway.
He doesn't know what.
Yeah, that reminds me that time that I saw a bear walk into a bar. You heard about this bear?
Steiner he looks over his frothy mug and Gil just starts shaking his head. I have not heard about the bear.
It's a very famous bear. He comes in and he drinks. A few towns over, you might not have known him. But this one time I was sitting there and the bear comes up to the bartender and he says, "Hello, bear." And the bear says, "Hello, I'd like a beer." And the bartender looks at him funny and says, "Why the pause?" And the bear says, "Well, I was born with them."
Gil continues to shake his head, but you amused Steiner. He was very amused.
Is your brain hurt?
So the evening rolls away much like that. Slowly, by probably 8 o'clock, everyone's cleared out. The two young ladies, which is Greeley's daughters, start cleaning everything up. He cleans everything up, and they're basically going to rent you guys space on the floor. 3 copper pieces a person. So I think you already paid it. I think Chuck already paid it.
Yeah, I paid.
Yeah.
I got me a room in the mansion. Them though,
yeah, for sure. He stokes the fire a little bit, and there's about a small pile of coal over in a bin. He says you can put it on the fire if you want to keep it warm, whatever you guys want to do. He's heading off to bed. So somewhere around 8 o'clock, he beds down. Gwen still hasn't returned. He does lock the door, but it's just a simple little latch. It's not some big giant door bar. It's just a latch that kind of slides into the wood there. Shutters all the windows and everything, and heads off to bed somewhere around 8:30. Some such business. You guys bed down. All right. Before we begin next, Chuck, let's introduce the stream and tell everybody what's happening.
Hey everybody, how's it going tonight? We're glad you come to hang out with us. We're going to do an actual play of Castles and Crusades. Tonight's episode is called Bonestacker because we don't know. But anyway, that's what it is. I guess we'll find out. If you want to get in on the giveaways over here on our channel tonight, we do have some giveaways for the store. Just give us the exclamation point raffle or a follow, and then give us exclamation point raffle, get you in the drawing. It has to be over here on Trollord or on twitch.tv/TrollordGames. Let's see what else we got going on tonight. I think that's about it, really. We're going to hang out here and play this game with you guys for a couple hours, and thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Oh, I will read this off real quick because I need to mute Davis.
Mute Davis. You got to get that feedback.
It's overcoming my powers of audio here.
I just want to highlight what Trav Kim said.
What's that?
The combined age of everyone on screen is half the age of that bear joke.
He is correct about that for sure. Where was I?
You were going to announce something.
Oh yes. So as of last week, this is where we sat with everything. Just so you guys know, pretty sure that since Ren's not here tonight, he's probably going to try to kill us. For boons, so for Jeremy, you have 2 +1 rolls. Peter, you have 2 reroll potions. Chuck has 1 +1 roll and 4 reroll potions. Davis has 2 +1 rolls and a reroll potion. And then Steve ain't got shit. No, he's got 1 +1 roll and 2 rerolls. And we're off to the races. Let's roll.
All right. So you guys just bed down. I'm assuming there's no reason to keep a watch. So you don't keep a watch. Is that correct?
No.
That is not correct.
I might spend some time just wandering around town at night.
Okay.
Obviously not like menacing people or peering in the window.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
We wake up,
unless
he's in jail.
Something really interesting from the curb,
They got him tied to some tree out there in the middle of the compound.
I don't know. I guess just walk the edge of the interior because they mentioned that hobgoblins might be after us. Just a couple loops around just to see how thick this hedge is and everything.
Okay, you're
How
gonna do
big
that.
how big is Willow Break? I mean, like, how many people do you figure?
About 100 people live inside the town walls, and another couple hundred kind of sprawled out in little cottages, and whatnot in the region area. But the town itself is 20 buildings inside.
Wow.
The northern part of the town is a hedge that kind of coils around to the west, where it becomes a stone wall, and then in the south, it's a mixed stone and wooden palisade wall. So it's got 3 different types of, what did Jeremy call it, a schizophrenic wall last week? Or
I said that they needed to decide on a unified theme for their interior design. Or rather, their exterior design.
Yeah, the Great Wall Wars. So not very many people, and you've got Steiner's shop, you've got Greeley's Tavern and Inn, and then you've got Heidi's small kind of breakfast, beer hall thing, and then one little smithy and a leather worker, and everyone else is just kind of locals, doing whatever, fish, whatever, scratching a living out of the forest. There's 2 gates. There's the hedgerow gate, that's the north gate, and then the south gate. Other than that, a couple little piers sticking out, a couple of fish boats, a couple of canoes here and there, which you guys just bought too. There's a tower, but no one's really in it most of the day. And Jeremy, as you find, I assume you go out right after.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever as you kind of walk the perimeter, you notice there's no one in it. So,
when I get up to that northernmost corner where the hedge meets the river,
yeah,
I kind of peer down. Is the water like a steep drop off, or is it just kind of shallow there?
It's a pretty steep drop off. It's probably about 8 feet or so, and a little bit muddy. I'll say it's a little bit dry now, but you can tell it's probably frequently muddy. A little bit of roots. It wouldn't be easy to navigate through that. And somewhere in the distance, pretty far off, you can hear a dog bark.
Just like not like frantic barking, just kind of like
just a bark. Yeah, like it.
Just when you leave the dog out too long and he won't shut up.
Something like that. Yeah, a pretty neutral bark. Nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing aggressive.
As far as I know, I don't.
Yeah, just sounds like a dog.
Okay, and I just kind of walk around.
Fred Stone left his dog outside. He's trying to get back to the door.
Real quick, I hate to interrupt. Just one second, Randy. We'll be playing for approximately about 2 hours, buddy.
Yeah, we'll stop at 8:30. All right. So you walk the perimeter. You don't see anything abnormal or unusual. You're human, right? Human rogue.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like fumbling around. Just kind of guarded by starlight, any like candlelight coming in through windows.
You've got an ambient light from above. It's not very cloudy tonight. And as you're walking around, you can see, light spills through windows.
Yeah.
There's enough ambient light.
Just mostly a leisurely evening stroll.
Give me a spot check. When you get down by the stone wall is pretty stout. You can tell it's as stout as the hedgerow is thick. But when you get down to the palisades, it's a little bit less stout, but it's rough. Just in a casual glance, what'd you get?
15 prime.
In a casual glance, you could tell you could obviously with your skill set, you could climb up this wall with almost no issues whatsoever.
Do it,
well,
do it.
Well, I'm just thinking about stuff trying to come over. I'll give it a test. I'll see if I can scale it.
Yeah, you get up it pretty quick and easy to the top. Now it's got it's wood at the top and it's got the sharpened stakes as you crawl up.
Just kind of like holding onto the
legs. Moving with any sense of caution. You're not going to impale yourself on one or something like that. So you easily kind of cling over, and you can see that the force has been pushed back probably a good 100 feet or so, maybe 70 feet from the wall here. Everything's been cut and cleared out, so there's nothing that grows up near the palisade here. But you can see where the south gate opens up into a pathway that just kind of snakes off and into the darkness. And you see something on the road there. You can see this little kind of pile of something. It looks like rocks or something kind of piled in the
I'm facing south.
You are facing south, yeah.
Just in the path, there's a big heap of something.
Yeah, not real big, just probably a foot high, maybe.
So I recall last session that one of the people around here told me that there were some pixies or something that stack bones or something like that, right?
Yep.
Something to that effect was said to me.
Yep.
And so
Gil did, the ranger guy.
yeah, I'll just kind of watch it for a while. Like, maybe something will flit in front of like a moonbeam, and I'll see some kind of shape.
Okay. All right. So you kind of crouch there on the side of the wall, looking
Yeah,
at
kinda
the
holding
rest
on
of
to
you. The other three of you guys are back in the tavern. He heads out. Jonik heads out. Are you guys doing anything in particular? Are you just kind of waiting, or just bedding down, or what do you do?
I thought we were going to
I'm
bed.
going to sharpen. I'm going to get my whetstone and just sharpen my spear point and my sword. That's all.
Okay.
I figured.
I was asking earlier. I was going to ask anybody if there are blacksmithy available or any kind of bits of armor available.
What's his name? Steiner said he's got armor for sure. You'd have to kind of piece through what he's got. And there is a smith in town. He doesn't have a huge forge, but he can do minor repairs on your armor.
Well,
take that dent out.
I was going to ask to use it because I was going to do it myself.
You'd have to talk to him in the morning for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's my plan. So.
Yeah. So you're just gonna bed down for now?
Yep.
All right, Chuck, bedding down. All right. So Davis, Jonik's still gone. It's probably been 15, 20 minutes. Are you concerned at all? You just sharpen your blade. You give it crap.
Wait. Oh, I thought he came back.
I figure he's a big boy. He can take care.
I'm not gonna go.
I would have. I leaving. I would have said I'm going for a walk.
Yeah, I have no concern at all. No.
Chuck, same.
Question for you. No, not the same. I guess I thought everybody was back, so I'm gonna wait till he gets back.
So you kind of sit up, you bedded down, you kind of lay down, and then you realize Jonik hasn't returned yet.
Yeah.
Well, two of us are missing technically.
That's true.
So I'm a little concerned. I wouldn't know how he's gonna play Ren. I was gonna assume maybe she got the stomach bug or something. She's in her room, or whatever. I don't know.
She's over there. She's in the corner puking her guts up.
Yeah, so no one wants to talk to her. It's like, but
she got sprayed by a skunk. She has to sleep.
Yeah, until he comes back, I'm probably going to sit downstairs in front of the fire and have a little wine and just kind of wait.
Okay, all right, easily done. All right, so Jonik, you cling to the side of that palisade for a good, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes or so, and then you haven't seen anything, but you can see you haven't seen me moving, but you begin to see very, very slight belts of mist begin to kind of coalesce here and there. Mostly on the river from where you're clinging, but it's clear that it's going to get into the town and whatever.
Okay. I assume that's just natural.
Yeah.
I don't have any reason to suspect that it's something wicked.
That's his way of telling you better go inside. That's what he's saying.
What's the Morgana from Excalibur as she starts, ask back, or whatever she does, right? And the mist comes.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess I'll just finish my circuit and go back.
Okay.
I do have a question, Keeper. On that map you've given us,
what is making a wolf alone? Do what?
What is that building that looks like it's ruins?
You have to investigate that.
You don't have to know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it is ruins. It is definitely ruins.
Okay, I just want to make sure that there's a ruined building inside there still, or whatever. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, that's where they get their blocks from. If they need to build something.
Oh, they just pull it from there.
You guys can purchase the property at a low price and develop it.
Yeah, but then they're going to change the zoning, and I'm going to.
Yeah, we're not going to get nothing. We'll end up stuck with land. What are you talking about? That's not sell us that stuff.
This close to the river, who knows what's under there? I'm going to have to dig piers. It's going to flood.
Yeah, and we probably don't have a decent flood insurance in this area.
And it's not for post frame.
It all went south there.
So since you've answered that, while I'm waiting for him to come back, I will probably ask Steiner, since we're sitting there chatting,
everybody's gone to sleep at this point. Everybody's gone.
All right then, Railroader, no problem.
Steiner, wake up! I got to talk to you.
Yeah, I kick him out of his bunk.
What the fuck?
Get up! I have a question.
For probably 40 minutes, give or take, and then Johnny comes wandering back in. Johnny. John comes back. You going to report anything there? Not much to report, I suppose.
Got a big heap of trash or something in the road.
Do what?
Now, these walls are real easy to climb. And when I go in, I look at, is it just like a simple latch that locks the door?
Yeah, it's literally just a kind of a slide latch that goes right into the frame.
Is there any kind of brace that you could put like something? No. All right. Well, then I'm gonna sleep far away from the door.
Slide the tables over.
It's a peaceful village.
Peaceful village with extremely scalable walls.
Yes.
Well, I mean, technically, they don't. A third of it doesn't have a wall.
I'm just sitting there sharpening my my blade.
Well, you know, you can't be too cautious. You know, if I can climb it, something that really wants in can do it.
Jonic, these people have been here for hundreds of years. I think we'll be fine, honestly.
I'm not worried about them.
Who
are you worried about then?
Did we all magically forget the conversation we had like 4 hours ago? Where they were like, oh, well, you know, hobgoblins will come and, you know, they'll want revenge. And
they're not going to come down here.
Absolutely not.
Says the people raising all the death flags.
And hey,
right.
We've got 2 canoes now. If something happens, we can make a swift ride out of here.
They're coming down here. And if they do, I pull my blade up. I'll greet them at the door gladly. And then just start sharpening again.
My concern is that if these folks have had this idyllic, not idyllic, but, you know, they haven't had much in the way of problems. We show up and then boom, same day, there's an attack. We're looking at being on the other side of that palisade within the hour with them throwing stones at us. Nobody likes guests that cause problems.
Hopefully they're small stones.
You seen the blocks in that vacant lot? I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm going to sleep.
All right, you guys bed down. It's an easy place to sleep. You know, it's nice and warm. It's a little bit cold outside. Evening kind of rolls on. You all 4 simultaneously wake up. And you each had kind of the strangest, odd feeling. You're sleeping, you're tucked away into whatever dream you're having. When you all kind of get the idea that the floor underneath the tavern is moving. And not just that like it's an earthquake, but the floor itself is alive. As if the ground beneath the tavern is alive. As if something is slithering underneath where you are. You all kind of wake up. Now, real quick, Chuck, when you wake up like this, how does your character, do you sit up straight or you just open your eyes, look around? What are you doing? What's your reaction when you wake up?
With that, I'm probably going to wake up, sit up. At the same time, I'm probably pulling my sword out of its scabbard. And I'm just sitting
okay, reaching for your blade. Wyatt, what are you doing?
Well, I'm usually sleeping with the long blade like this. So if something like that wakes me up, I'm up rolling and poised.
Okay, so you roll into a combat. McGowan, what are you doing?
I roll over and try to ruffle my stuff around where I can get back some sleep.
Johnny, what are you doing?
Ah, fuck. There's a bug in my sleeping bag.
What are you guys doing?
Bugs all over me.
Yeah, so 2 of you are up and in arms ready to fight. And the other one's trying to go back to sleep.
I'm kicking off my sleeping bag.
What are you doing? No, sit up. I just sit up. I'm not like they're all standing up.
Jonic is not. Wyatt's up and in a guard position, and the elf, Larian, is kind of half sitting, but his blade half drawn. Fire's died down quite a bit. The room's gotten a little bit colder. It's not freezing or anything. It's just colder. And the fire's died down.
Okay.
Is something bothering y'all?
I will reach my hand down to the floor while Wyatt's talking. I want to feel if I feel any vibrations or anything that I thought I sensed, I guess. Right?
You don't feel anything odd.
Why did you awake? I felt as if the whole room was in movement.
It is odd that we all woke up at the same time.
Very. And I'll stand up.
Okay.
I stand up and grab my whatever pillow, blanket, wool blanket, and move it closer to the fire and lay it down.
Okay.
I have completely turned my bedroll inside out, and I'm beating it against the floor violently.
Looking for whatever crawled into you.
Whatever crawled in there, yeah.
Wyatt, what are you doing? You see Larian moving to the door.
I said I'm just trying to figure out what woke me up. Just
Yeah.
looking around.
Where's that gif of the chimpanzee waking up?
I mean, the room's pretty dark. You don't have any other light in here other than the fire itself, and it's mostly coals, but it's putting off, a decent amount of orangish glow on the roof above you, and carries
Mostly
out
just
that,
listening. Just mostly being quiet listening.
Steven?
Yeah.
I'm going to add a descriptor that only you will understand. When you ask me to do something on Signal at like 11 at night,
yeah,
the picture I send you in response.
I love that picture. This blurry-eyed person going, ah! I text the troll crew at all hours of the night.
He does.
That's funny.
But it's all right.
You should send that to Chubb so he can put it in the chat there.
Nobody wants to see that.
So
Chubb, so you move over to the door.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Give me a listen check to see if you're hearing anything.
I got an character sheet. 9. Prime.
You don't hear anything outside. It is just definitely still quiet outside. No wind, no clattering feathers, no dog baying or braying. No, a mule brays, I guess.
Mule brays.
Listen,
there's no dog braying. There is no dog braying out there. So.
No mules barking.
Yeah.
No birds oinking.
Chuck.
The fact that they, I know who that is, by the way, that picture. Anyway, that's really weird that you have that picture. Anyway.
I have no idea who that is.
He's a streamer. I'll show you later. All right.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah. Since we all woke up at the same time, and just the nature of my character and his profession and whatnot, I listened to the door. You said I didn't hear anything out of the ordinary. I'm going to open the door, and I'm going to step out and have a look around.
The first thing you notice when you open the door is there's just moisture. There's a lot of moisture outside. You can feel it as you open the door up. You step out onto the very small porch, and there's like 3 steps that lead down. What?
More than I would expect?
No, not really. Not necessarily. I mean, it could easily. You're right next to a river. The whole thing. So it's just when you went to bed, it wasn't. Now it is. So there's a pretty heavy patch of mist here on the street. But as you step into it, obviously you can see into it. It's not, like a blinding fog or anything or anything like that. You notice 2 things almost simultaneously. To your immediately in front of you, you can see this kind of on the edge of the mist, and it's just 40 feet across the street and into the roadway there. This kind of structure of something, and then off to your left, even before your brain can kind of figure out what that is, off to your left. You see a figure, kind of in your peripheral vision. You see a figure move. So, what's your immediate reaction? It's late. It's got to be like midnight.
How much detail do I make out of that structure?
Oh, it's bones for sure. That's what you can tell. So just what's your instantaneous reaction? You see something moving.
That's what I'm going to be doing.
So you pivot and look, and you see just for a moment, and it kind of vanishes into the fog. You can see this figure standing there, smallish, probably 4 feet, maybe 3.5 feet, and it's kind of misshapen, leaning over. You definitely see a little bit of chain on its neck, hanging down, but there's enough darkness and mist that you can't quite make out much. And then as you focus on it, you can't see it now. Now it's just not there. You've got a little bit of lights kind of trickling here and there where maybe a few people have left a lantern on or a fire burning or a candle, what have you. And those lights kind of cut into the mist here and there, but they create all of these optical illusions.
So what you're saying is that he basically went into the mist. I get what you're saying, more or less.
That's what it's saying to you.
We've been waiting for you, Larian.
I'm going to scream and warn the city they're under attack, and then I'm joking.
Orcs! There's a tiny man!
What's he saying? Fire or whatever.
I'm going to lean my head back into the inside for a moment and say, something's amiss out here. I saw something moving, and there are more bones stacked outside here.
What do you say?
I'm checking for
Mist outside.
I'm checking for tracks, and then I'll just head over to where I think I saw that thing. I'm gonna look for tracks.
Okay, so Davis, at this point, you've just wrapped yourself up in your wool blanket. Jeremy, you're still struggling to get your sleeping bag flipped back through up, inside.
Yeah, it's easy to get it out.
Yeah.
To turn it inside out. It's a bear to get it the other way.
Right. So you're wrestling with that, and Wyatt, you're still actually in a guard pose, I assume, kind of watching.
Yeah,
the door.
I'm heading out to go look out the door at least, see what I can see.
All right, you head to the door. Davis, what are you doing? You just covering yourself up over the wall.
Ren, that door's letting in some cold. Why don't you close it on your way out?
Ren's in the corner puking. That's not her.
Oh, not Ren. Wyatt. Okay, after I say that, though, I'm going to stop for a second, and I'm going to use my combat senses to just sort of take a feeling for the area around me.
Okay, give me a check.
Oh, damn it. Will someone roll for me? I don't have my dice roller up.
Yeah, what do you
got
need
a
to roll?
7 on the die.
There you go, 7.
7 on the die.
You want mine or you want his?
Plus your level, plus 8 plus your
really
mod.
screwed up.
Whatever that is.
9.
So you got a 9. You don't sense anything unless you want to do a reroll. I think you've got. Okay, so you're holding on to the reroll. Probably.
Yeah, I'm holding on to the reroll.
I just want to point out to everybody, if you're with Davis, and you're in a hotel or at home or whatever, sleep is very important to Davis, and he has usually a Sherpa. Is that right, Davis? A Sherpa hat.
Yeah.
Or a bandana on, and when he's done talking to you and ready to sleep, he pulls it over his eyes and he's out. He goes to sleep, and sometimes it's the middle of a conversation. He's just kind of done, and he goes to sleep. All right, so you kind of get up, trying to sense what's going on. Can't quite pick up anything. You do. The door is open, and that cold and that wet is spilling into the room. Not aggressively, but it's coming into the room. So the two of you that are remaining, or that are still sitting there, kind of feel it. All right, Chuck, you go down the steps. Larry, and you move into the doorway. Jeremy, what are you doing in particular?
I'll put the bag down. And am I alone in the room now, or
no? I mean,
I'm just still in there.
You got the mule skin in.
Wyatt's in the doorway.
Well, I'm not in any armor, so I guess I'll just take the bow and sling the quiver over my shoulder and reluctantly follow him.
Okay.
But I'm not. I'll probably just poke my head out the door. I'm not going to wander into the mist.
Got you.
It's about what I'm doing. I'm just peering out the door.
3 of you are just kind of looking out the doorway.
I didn't go near the door. I just stood up. Now I'm going to kick my stuff back around and say, "What's got y'all? What's bothering y'all?"
I don't know. I just get the feeling we're supposed to be doing something.
Larry, you hear McGowan say that. Do you respond at all, or you just keep going out?
Me?
Yeah.
I yelled in there and told them what I was doing. Then I went on down and started looking for tracks. So I don't.
Right. When you go down, you can hear McGowan say, "What are y'all doing? Do you respond, or you just focus now on your tracks?"
No, I'm focused on the tracks. I'm assuming that Wyatt will communicate. He can communicate with them other two Neanderthals pretty good. So.
Yes. All right. So you move down into the dirt part of the road there, and on the other side of it, you get a much clearer view of this little pile of bones, and you can see it's about maybe 18 inches tall. And there's some kind of central part of the structure and ribs that come out of that. Leaning forward a little bit, there's a little bit of flesh still clinging to the ribs, and then on top of this pile is what's clearly a bird of prey's head, or maybe a crow's, but something with a relatively sharp beak. And looking at it, you can see that in the eyes of this bone skull, there's a little bit of ambient light. Now, whether it's something inside there that's reflecting the very small light that's coming out of the tavern behind you, or if it's something else you can't make from this distance. Give me a track check, because you are looking for tracks, right, as you're crossing the road?
Yeah. Track's going to be wisdom. That's going to be a total of 16 prime.
Davis, give me a wisdom check. Are you looking across? The only thing you see are the normal tracks that, a cart, whatever, the mule that you guys led through town, some boot prints, but you don't see anything abnormal here in the road.
I'm going to use it on reroll.
You're going to use a reroll?
Yeah.
What did you get?
5. So my reroll is a 16, 17, 18. Wait, is
All
it
right, so
wisdom?
there's a little bit, Chuck, before you tell me
17.
what you're going to do, there's a little bit of noise in the tavern, Davis. Not a lot, but you hear something clearly run on the roof above you towards the doorway. So it's coming from the back of the structure, the water side of the structure, towards the road side of the structure, which is where, of course, your companions are. You hear it.
Okay. I look at Jonic and Ren up there, and I reach over and I grab my spear.
Okay. You're looking up at a pretty high ceiling. There's actually just rafters, and then the what is that, conical ceiling there, and you're probably 12, maybe 15 feet, and you got wooden shingles on top of that above you, whatever's running on top.
Was it a circular building?
No, it's kind of a square. It's actually an L shape. You got a rectangle, and then it goes off into the little kind of living quarter.
Is it the one that's in the center of town, but on the right near the river?
Yes, the big one, I believe.
There's something on the roof.
Yeah, it comes clattering across the roof. You
Do I
say
hear
that. No, you do not hear it. Wyatt, what do you do when?
If it's, I could probably hear this at one point since I'm by the door.
No, you do not hear it. No one hears it but Davis, because he's the only one in the center of the room, and it's right above him. But you do hear McGowan say something's on the roof.
Well, I've got the blade like this, and I'm waiting to see if it's coming over, and I'm looking up.
Okay, so are you in the doorway? Are you on the porch? Or what are you doing?
I'm standing out. I'm just standing outside the door as I was looking out. But one of those little quick strike moves is if I need to hit something with a hilt, it's like, so that's where I'm standing.
Yeah, got it. All right, but now your back is to the door, or your face is to the door?
My back is into the interior of the building, so I'm looking out the door.
Okay, got it. All right, and Jeremy, where are you?
Well, if he's standing in the doorway, I can't get out. So
You can kind of you can squeeze by him if you want, or not.
Just kick him in the butt.
I'm good. If he wants to do whatever, yeah, go for it.
Okay. All right, Larian,
How big is this room?
Probably pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty stout. It's about
common
40
room.
feet, about 40 feet wide and about 60 long.
Okay. A lot of tables and chairs?
Yep, all over the place.
All right.
Yeah, and there's one big central fire pit and a chimney above that. So there's not, like a fireplace on the side of the building. It's right in the center of the room.
These are itty bitty little homes on this map. If that's 80 feet.
Yeah. These people live a humble life.
Yeah.
All right, Larian. So you've gone through. You see what I described on the bones a moment ago. Nothing unusual in the road, but you're not quite at the bones yet. What do you do?
Well, if I don't see any tracks going from the bones.
Well, now you haven't got to the bones yet. You've only tracked up to about halfway across the road. Do you continue to track all the way to and around the bones, or are you doing something else?
Yes, I thought I was doing that last round. Okay, yeah, because I just want to go to the bones and see where the trail goes.
Oh, I thought you were tracking up to good enough, though. I mean, a good tracker would track all over the place. So you move up to the bones, and keep in mind when you're doing this, it's better for you and me if you tell me exactly the way you're tracking this. I mean, do you walk right up to the bones and track on the bones, or do you walk up 5 feet from the bones and then circle around the bone? You know what I mean? Any detail that you can give me about the way you're doing this is good.
Anything that allows me to not have to hear the word bones again.
Bones.
All right, so I'm going to approach the bones, probably within about 5 foot of the bones, and then I'm going to walk around the bones.
God damn it!
And look for any kind of tracks leading away from the bones or to the bones. And if I don't see any tracks, well, actually, that's what I'm doing. Tell me what I see. I guess you'll have to give me.
All right, so give me a check as you circle the McCoys.
Okay.
Listen to the bones. Feel the bones.
Jeremy missed that. Davis got it.
I was talking. What?
All right.
I said he circles the McCoys doing his tracking.
All right,
The Bones. Bones is McCoy in Star Trek. Come on.
Oh, okay. I heard he circles them a koi. I was like, I don't know.
There you go. All right, Chuck, what'd you get?
Little fish floating around.
Let's see. So I've got a total of 18 prime on this roll. I should see any kind of McCoys, any Hatfields, anything out there I can see.
Hey, that's a
Definitely
different
see
one. That's pretty good.
All right,
You can settle for a DeForest Kelly.
You get up there, and Larian, you kind of shift into your ranger mode. You know, you can feel the mist around you. You can smell the air. You're looking at the grass. You're looking at the way the grass is bent or isn't bent. Any kind of droppings, the dew on the grass, because obviously mist is going to do that. And you know for a certainty that whatever stacked these bones did not leave a footprint or did not touch this ground. But you do not see any tracks.
I like that you thought to look if the little man left poos on the road.
That's a very important part of this game.
I know. There's like 48 pages in the player's handbook dedicated to shit.
You don't mess around with that shit. All right, so
it's a little suspicious.
So back when I first saw that thing out of the corner of my eye, and I looked, and I saw just sort of a small, hunched over figure with looked like some chain hanging off of it, and then it disappeared. Right.
And well, just put it in the mist. You know, you tell me what.
I'm gonna stand up. Well, now you got to factor in the fact that I'm an elderly old man here. You know, you got to. I'm doing good to remember y'all's names. That's why I put that shit up on the stream so I knew what I'm talking about. All right, I want to immediately stand up, and I want to try to use my senses to smell and listen and look. And I want to do an intense.
What the fuck was that?
That was him smelling.
All right, Chuck.
I want to try to do an intense check here. I want to try all my senses.
Okay.
Give me a primary attribute check.
I taste the bones.
Oh.
So for you, it's a strength check.
Man, it's dark in here. What the hell?
And just to let everybody know, that's not actually a thing in Castles and Crusades, but I will have someone, when I want them to have a slight angle on doing something, I have them roll a primary attribute check, which is their primary attribute that associated with their class. In the Ranger's case, it's strength.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oft contested that it's strength, but it is strength.
Yes, it is oft contested.
I'm in the Dex camp, so.
You
What
and
other
Todd.
wisdom classes do we have?
I rolled a 14 prime, which is pretty good, I think.
All right. You get the feeling as you kind of crouch there. You get the feeling, though the mist isn't necessarily unnatural. There's a component to this mist that is malevolent. That there's something in it or about it or something that brought it. Somehow this mist is kind of pocketed all over town. And you can see now that you're really looking around that it's not this blanket of mist covering everything. It's pockets of it. So you could easily move in and out of this mist as you wander through the town. But you also, as you're kind of sitting there, you see, as this malevolence kind of cascades on you, you see on the southern part of the road, down a little bit, another structure. And then to your left, towards the hedgerow, you got a third structure. Can't quite make out them. You're going to have to get closer to investigate.
By structure, you're saying like a small pile of bones, right?
Right.
Yeah. There's something that wasn't there. Yeah.
Well,
Right.
when he first said that the first time, that's why I was freaking out. I thought, will you describe that structure again? I imagine some powers appeared.
I was picturing like a beaver dam made of bones.
Yeah, there you go.
So can I see?
It wasn't there earlier in the day, but you also take note that there's that slight glow from the ones that you're standing right next to. Then the others don't seem to have that. Go ahead.
Can I see the gate beyond that third one?
No, it's too far. I mean, it's actually close enough, but there's too much mist.
Okay. All right, then I guess I'm going to. How much of a glow is that giving off the one at my feet?
Not much at all. Like a dying coal.
25,000 lumens.
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 Increasing by a factor of 5 every 0.6 picoseconds.
All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take off, and I'm going to sprint. Take off. I'm going to sprint down the road up to that northern gate where that other structure is.
To the hedge gate.
Yeah, I want to see if it's open or not.
What the hell did he see?
All right, so Larian takes off running. Wyatt, you see this. Jonic, you see this. Larry, and he's standing there he tracks. You see him tracking. He stands there for a minute, looks around, looks down the road, up the road, back at the bones at his feet, and then he just runs, going north up the path.
Well, I would poke my head out and look south.
Okay.
Assuming he's running from something.
See what ran him off. All right, give me a spot check. Wyatt, what do you do? Bone origami. Bone origami.
16. Prime.
No, Wyatt, give me a spot check. Hold on.
Oh.
You're not going to need a spot check. You can see everything. So.
Spot check? Okay. I rolled
your
a
wisdom check, add your level, and your...
Yeah, okay. I rolled a 18.
Okay.
Definitely not a prime.
All right, so as you're standing there, you don't see anything on the roof above you, but you do, I mean, your eyes are just drawn when you see Larry just take off running. Following him, you can see also that he has seen something up towards the roadway.
Well, I'm going to step out of the doorway and step to the side and keep my back to the wall, but I'm still watching around, see if there's anything.
All right, Davis, what are you doing?
Okay, when he steps outside, Jonik is still inside, right?
Yeah.
Just sort of
I'm
next to where I
rubbernecking
was.
real bad.
He's got his neck out of
See, y'all shouldn't go out into the night. It doesn't belong to us. And I'm looking for a piece of wood. Was there a stack of wood near the fireplace? Or
There's
just
coal. He's doing coal burning here.
no wood at all?
Yeah, there's probably a few pieces of wood in there, yeah.
Okay, I'll throw a few pieces of wood onto the fire.
Okay.
And what type of chimney is it?
So the heat, most of the heat just kind of dissipates and hits the roof and goes around. The chimney itself only kind of sticks out a little bit from the roof, so catching most of the smoke that comes up. But the place gets pretty smoky at night. I mean, it's not a it's not a super advanced.
People's not dying laying around, whatever. But I got you. It's a smoky.
I think the concern is
tavern.
something. I think the concern is something coming in through the chimney.
Yeah, very possible. Absolutely, very possible.
There's not like a grill on it or anything.
No. And it's big.
You gotta get that. See, you gotta get that installed.
That's right. Too many permits.
Who's gonna just go on your fucking roof and do it? Come on.
We can start up a business grill installation.
That's
Yeah,
right.
there we go.
Ardian grill installation.
Sounds like a restaurant.
It does. Davis, what are you doing? So you just kind of watching the chimney above you?
Well, no, I'm trying to get some smoke going. So that there's smoke going up the chimney. Okay. And then
you pretty
I'll lay my
easily
spear on the table beside the chimney, one of the tables beside the chimney, and then go up to the fireplace to pick up my sword.
Okay. All right. You scoop your sword up. Jonik, I need you to make a spot check. Chuck, you come running to the front of the village. Now, it's a good. What'd you get?
A 9 prime.
Okay. All right. You're looking. You don't really see anything. You get up to the north part of the town. I mean, it's roughly a couple of 100 feet from where the tavern is. So as you vanish into the mist, you get up to this bone structure, and you can see, and you're not quite to the gate. The bone structure isn't at the gate; it's just kind of in that direction. So it is probably halfway between you and the gate itself when you get.
And all these stacks of bones have been in the road, in the middle of the road, correct?
Well, the first one was on the other side of the road. This one is in the middle of the road, and you can see there's a stake having been driven into the ground, a limb, or it's not like a carved stake. And what looks to be a small deer, probably a mule deer, is kind of wrapped around the thing. You can see its rib cage, its spine, some of its legs, its head, but its head's been kind of balanced on the top.
What do these guys get out of this? I don't get it.
Is this supposed to refer to that picture you sent me, or no? Not yet.
Yes, that is it's not 100%, but yeah, that's sort of what you're looking at. Imagine a stake into it if you're loading that up onto the stream.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll throw it up right now so everybody can see it. Okay, I didn't know what the hell that was. Okay,
so
interesting.
He said there's something on the roof. The owner and his family live here, right?
Yeah, kind of in the L shape of the tavern.
I'm gonna go knock on that door.
You're gonna go raise them up.
There's something on your fucking roof running around.
Steven, when I get up there, do I see the gate, the hedge gate? Is it shut and secure?
So you don't stop to investigate the bones. You just keep running up.
I see them. I've already seen them bones. Sure.
Yeah. McCoys are McCoys. You're good to go. All right. So you just run. You run past the dead mule deer and up to the thing. even before you
There's
get there, as you kind of pass through a patch of mist, you can see
something in the mist.
the gate is definitely closed.
How do they keep
Chuck.
that gate closed at night?
Chuck, give me a wisdom check.
It's a big door with like a bar, I think, like a crossbeam.
Okay. It's going to be a 14.
Chuck's gonna get up.
Chuck is going to get hurt.
I hope so.
What is your
Fine.
armor class? What is your armor class without shield?
Minus
Or
2.
dexterity?
I don't know. Let me look and see.
His AC is -8, so good luck.
Thank you, Jeremy.
How much
Without
experience points does
dex
he work?
and without what?
Shield. I don't know if you have a shield.
No, I don't. So 13.
All right. You hear whistling sounds of arrows coming at you. The first one sticks in the ground. As you're kind of moving up towards the door, you're 30 feet from the door, and an arrow, you can hear it. And it sticks
Where's
in
it
the
coming
ground
from? Which direction?
from behind you. It sticks in the ground right next to you. And then do you have a cloak on? Or what kind of armor do you have on?
Cloak.
You have a cloak? Do you have any armor underneath that?
Leather, stud leather.
Okay, so you got stud leather. And then something hits you in the back. You kind of stagger a step forward. It's not a heavy blow. You've been hit pretty hard before. You were actually shot just a couple of days ago. It's nothing like that. But something sticks into your clothing and into your armor. It doesn't do any damage, but something definitely hits you in the back. What do you do?
Can I reach it?
Oh, you can reach for the arrow. You can turn around. You do whatever you want to do. Yeah.
What
do you got in hand? Do you have a bow in hand? I can't remember what you said you had.
Yes. Now, when I went out, yeah. But here's my question though. When it hits me, is it like a low back, high back? Can I reach it?
It's up in your shoulder. You can almost definitely reach it. You know, whatever you're holding in your right hand, you're gonna have to let it go. But
all right. So here's what I'm gonna do. So you're telling me that thing's from behind, and I've still got all this mist around me, right?
you got patches of it. But again, you can see in the mist. You know, it's not like you can't see. You can see a good 20, 30 feet in any which direction, even when you're in the mist itself.
Right, but I'm thinking that it would probably provide me with a little bit of cover if I wanted to use my conceal ability.
Possibly, for sure.
Right. So that's what I'd like to do is conceal myself.
Okay, so you're just you get hit in the back and then you just run for cover.
I'm immediately going to try to blend in with the mist and see what the hell is attacking me.
Okay, all right. Give me a high check. I think the Ranger's got a natural high check. All right, Jonick, what are you doing? You're kind of peering out the door.
I'm gonna go knock on.
Oh, that's right. You're going back to.
Obviously, I don't want to disturb his family, but it's like, hey, there's something running around on your roof. I thought you should know.
All right, Davis, what are you doing? Still getting the fire stoked?
Now throw a few more pieces of coal onto the fire. Is there a back door?
There's actually a back door that leads to the kind of the landing that goes down to the river.
Okay, so I look through the front door, make sure Wyatt's still there.
Wyatt's standing there with his back to the wall, looking around.
I go to the back door.
Okay, you move the back door. Wyatt, what are you doing while all this is going on?
Well, I guess he probably is the ranger too far out for me to see. Or
Yeah, you can't see the Ranger. You saw him go around the house, and
I heard somebody tell me there's something on the roof, so that's what I'm looking for. Is what might be on the roof.
All right, Chuck, you're in the dark. What'd you get me on a check?
Oh, I rolled really good. 17, 19 prime.
All right, you get out of the road, go up against this house. It's got a thatched roof that go really far over the side and kind of down, giving even more dark shadow and dark night and a little bit of mist. So you get up against that. There's a barrel. You kind of blend with it, and you're relatively comfortable that you've hidden yourself extremely, extremely well. But even as you pivot and kind of vanish into the shadows, you can see these two small creatures. One's bluish green, the other one's more blue. They're wearing ragged clothes. They're short, about 2.5 feet tall, wicked looking like beaks on them.
Fuck, it's gnomes.
And they're crouched down. Both of them have arrows. Both of them are winged. Their wings are kind of ragged, jagged looking things. I'm going to drop this picture in our chat so you can put it in for everybody to see. Blah, blah, blah.
I got you.
It sounds like something you spray with a bottle of Raid.
And they've got
what I was waiting on.
Yeah. They've got small pouches. Jesus Christ. They've got small pouches. I saw that picture of Jeremy waking up. They got small pouches. Pulling arrows. Whether they can see you, Chuck, you can't quite tell. but you know they're Fae. There's no doubt in your mind that these creatures are Fae, and they're definitely on the hunt.
Okay.
And you are alone in the dark. All right, he's doing that. Jeremy, you knock on the door, and it's quiet. There's no answer for like a good. You just keep knocking on the door. Keep doing louder. Jeremy.
Fuck it. He doesn't want to deal with the problem. Fine, he can fucking get his throat slit by something climbing through his goddamn window. I don't fucking care.
Hey, Jeremy. Speaking of stuff climbing through your window, if you look through your back window right there, there's someone outside your window.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Pretty sure that is a reflection of a terrarium.
Okay.
Which is still on for some reason.
All right, I saw
Even though it's
something
after
moving
8.
back there. I was like, that'd be funny if we see him, like someone comes through that window and chokes him out.
You can see Jeremy's head as he moves, but the silhouette on the computer on the other side of the terrarium. You can see his head.
Yeah. That's the screen monitor light coming back.
And those things didn't see me, right?
You can't tell, but now they're
Are they looking at me? We'll go.
They're looking in your direction. So whether
that's
they
great.
spied you or not, you don't know. But now
Well, you know.
you're an elf, and you know they're Fae, and powers in
Fuck
the dark.
this. I'm going outside. This sucks.
Yeah, it may be greater than anything. All right, Jared. But Chuck, as you decide what to do, Wyatt, you're standing on the porch. Jonik is abandoned, waking up the innkeep. Davis, you get to the back, you open the door, look out, you don't see anything. You see the landing immediately in front of you, steep stairs that go down to the river's bank, and you can see your two canoes. You can see your two canoes sitting there, but you can see another boat slowly moving towards the bank. Very slowly. And there's
Kill that cocksucker.
definitely figures. Small, probably like a John boat, 12 feet long, maybe 13 feet long, 3 figures in it. They aren't rowing. The boat just seems to be moving on its own volition.
There's how many figures are in the boat?
3 figures in the boat. Misshapen figures.
Okay. Have I opened the door yet, did you say?
Yeah, you've just kind of opened the door to look at.
Okay, I turn around and I go get my spear off of the table and I come back to the door.
You see, as you're getting your spear, you see Jonik run out the door. The front door, not the back door.
Is Wyatt still there?
You do not see Wyatt. He stepped outside and vanished into the dark.
Okay, I can't see anyone. This is great. I'm barefoot with just my trousers on and a spear in my hand. This is freaking awesome. I push the door open just enough so that if I want to, I can run through it. Okay. So it doesn't have to be wide, but just enough. I don't want too much light to spill out. Well,
Okay.
It's too late for that shit.
So this boat's probably 10, maybe 15 feet from the shore, and it seems to be fighting the current. The current's kind of languid here, but you can tell it's kind of an eddy as it comes around here. You know where what's his name? The innkeep has built his little pier, but the boat is definitely being. I mean, it's moving towards the shore, one way or the other.
Okay.
If you roll really well, you could run now, leap off the porch.
Oh, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. And land into the boat. That's the way to do it. All right. Chuck, you're crouched up against this wall. These creatures are moving forward, and you see them both kind of bending their bows. Whether they see you or not, you can't quite tell. What do you do? You're kind of next to a barrel.
How big's the smallest of the two?
They're about the same size, about 2.5, right at 3 feet.
Gross.
You hear one of them say, come out and play. Come.
Listen.
And they kind of move, they move out apart a little bit.
The fact that these things haven't been eradicated from the planet yet.
All right, so I'm getting the idea they don't see me, which is even better. You know what?
One lifts itself up, flying just a little bit.
Perfect.
We need like a vat of acid.
I'd like to literally just take off as fast as I can. I want to run and grab that son of a bitch out of the air and keep running.
It's trying to fly?
Yeah, I'm going to grab him and I'm going to keep hauling ass while I pull him in. try to run. I'm gonna try to run towards
Nice.
the rest of the
All
group
right.
with him.
So now you've got a bow in your hand, right? Is that?
I'm gonna drop the bow. I'm gonna drop my. Because that shit's not going anywhere. I'm just gonna drop it.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing him, and the whole idea is I'm gonna pull something out of my. I've probably got like a sack or something. I don't know, rag, something on me. I don't know what.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna shove it in his mouth, keep it quiet. And I'm just gonna run. I'm basically gonna do a kidnapping, drive-by kidnapping.
You're gonna try. All right. So you give me an initiative. You just charge forward. Obviously, both of the creatures see you when you break your hiding. We're rolling a D10 for initiative here.
Oh, are we? Okay. All right.
Yes.
I posted a picture of the creature in the thing.
Well, here's the one that's from the Monsters and Treasures of Air. It's actually pretty
I
close.
knew I shouldn't have looked. I knew I should not
Those
have
are
looked.
really similar.
They really are.
Oh no! I posted that as a joke.
Anyway, a D10 you said, right?
Yes, that guy's voice now.
Give me an
I got a 9.
We're going to shoot you.
What'd you
All
get?
right. So as you're closing the distance, both of them bend their arrows. One just takes a shot at you as you're looking. Give me a grapple check. Is that what you're going to do? So I want to do just a straight up hit. We're doing the Adventurer's Backpack rules, not the player's handbook. Just give me a straight up to hit. But the one does shoot you. You're just going to be a pincushion in this game, Chuck.
I got a 17 on the die, so that's going to be.
You leap up, grab this creature. It does immediately 1 point of damage plus your strength. What is that? What does that give?
It's a +1.
Okay, so 2 points. All right. So you grab this creature, bringing him down. Arrow hits you right in the thigh. Goes pretty deep. 4 points of damage. I mean, it smarts as it goes through the fleshy part of your thigh and kind of sticks out the front. And then you hit the ground with this guy in hand trying to wrestle it. It goes absolutely nuts.
Fleshy part of the fly, ouch.
Yeah. dropping its bow and arrow. It's just a claw biting at you as you start running down the road.
No kids for you.
All right.
Do I hear this?
Noise?
And Steve, just to understand, I'm going to cram something in its mouth to keep it quiet and to keep from biting me. And if I need to, I'll pound it in the damn head as a little extra minute.
Okay. So while you're running, you're punching it, running, the whole everything. Okay. Are you making any noise? Are you shouting for your comrades? Are you doing any of that? Are you just quietly running down?
Are they close enough to hear me without me waking up the whole fucking village?
Maybe. You're good 150 feet away, so you have to shout loud.
Well, I'm not gonna yell. I'm gonna try to keep it quiet. I don't want to alarm the whole village or whatever, freak everybody out and shit, you know. But I'm definitely I'm gonna be calling to Wyatt, who I'm probably gonna see right off the bat.
They're gonna see you in about 1 melee round. All right, Jeremy. So you came out the door. What do you do?
Do I see the elf anywhere? I'm looking around.
You do not see the elf anywhere. He's vanished. He's vanished into the mist.
I look up behind me. Do I see shit on the roof?
Nothing on the roof. And you can see, the mist doesn't go too terribly high. You can see the roof decently clearly from where you're standing. You don't see anything.
I'm gonna scale the building.
Oh yeah, there you go. All right, so you start going up the building. Yeah. I don't believe you need to make a check. Is that right? As a rogue?
That's up to you. I mean, I have the ability.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it reads that the rogue does not need to make a check unless they're doing it super fast, and as long as it's natural. I mean, man-made, I believe.
Yeah.
Rangers can do the same thing in the woods. To scale a cliff, you only make a check if you're going like super fast. If you're trying to do it super fast.
Or if it's a particularly hazardous surface or something.
Yeah. I assume you're not.
A cliff of ice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you just leap up kind of on the.
I just pull up onto the top of it and I try to get a lay of the land. I'm doing a lot of looking, so if I find out what's going on next round, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Yeah. When you're climbing this round, getting yourself pulled up on the top. Wyatt, you're standing there. You see that the rogue comes out. Janet comes out, goes up the roof. What do you do?
I'm still not seeing anything that looks hostile from where I am, do I?
No, nothing yet.
Well, it looks like everybody's just scouting. I'm just waiting. There's no point in me running around like a chicken, unless there's something happening.
They'll draw you to them eventually. All right, Davis, you're standing at the door. The boat's getting close to the shore. Give me a spot check.
Can I make out the figures in the boat?
Yeah, there are these three misshapen, just human-esque figures. I mean, you can recognize. You can recognize heads, shoulders, torsos, but their gear is just a mangled mess. It's just old, ragged. You do see, like one of them goes in the light for a minute. You can see the bone of his face. It's just bone with a little bit of flesh clinging to the side of it.
They're bilaterally symmetrical bipedal hominids.
There you go. But you do see there's something in the water to the left side of the boat. You cannot make out what it is, but it's definitely pushed up against the side of the boat and moving at the same speed as the boat.
All right, I kicked the door open at that point.
Okay.
Boom.
Hits the wall, bounces back.
Wyatt, Jonic! And then I step outside.
Okay.
Then you said it was like bony structure?
Well, his face, you can see the bone of his face. I mean, it's the skull. It's a skull with a jawbone. It's got kind of his hat on. It's all mangled and hanging to the side there. That's the only part you can see. But even as you do that, this boat kind of pushes up against the bank, and they all three start standing up, and you can hear this kind of grinding noise as they kind of stretch up.
Walked in the thing, and I leap down, Johnny, Wyatt, and I leap down with my spear, just like whacking at him like that.
All right, so you're going to leap off the porch, or you're going to run down the steps? You're about 10 feet above him right now.
Yes.
I'm leaping down.
All right.
Hell yeah. I'm going
All right, you just run off the edge, trying to land in the boat or on the bank in front of him, or what?
No, I'm going to try to land in the boat and use my spear to like push.
Nice. All right, give me a dexterity check.
No, I just made it.
No.
You got a good chance. It's not a tough jump from where you are down into this boat, but I do know how you roll. So
16, 17, 18 prime.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Now, both Jonic, you've just pulled yourself up on the roof. Wyatt, you're standing on the porch. You hear McGowan shout, Jonic, Wyatt, and then Davis, you leap off McGowan goes. You land into the boat. You kind of stagger forward. Obviously, you got a little momentum to you. And these three bony skeletons pivoting on you. Give me a strength or a swing to see if you can knock one off and into the water.
10, 11, 12.
All right, you hit the skeleton, knock him a little bit ajar, but the boat's rocking so violently that you can't quite get a good tank into it. You don't knock the creature over. All right, so that ends that round. Chuck, back to you. You're running down the center of this road. This creature half clinging to you. You're clinging to it, trying to punch it in the face. Give me an initiative. It is going to bite and claw its way to Valhalla if it can. No, there you go.
Hey, good way to split the party.
6.
6 on initiative. You got me. All right, so you're going to punch it. What are you going to do? You've got a little bit of your cloak.
Steve, I'm not fooling around. I'm knocking it out.
All right, but while you're running, right? You're still running and just punching it, trying to get it.
Yeah, but I'm going to knock it out. Tell me what I need to do to knock it out.
You need to make a punch. What the hell is that in your grapple rules? I can't remember what that's called.
Overbearing.
Overbearing. There's overbearing pummeling. You need to.
You just tell me what you need me to roll, baby, and I'll make it happen.
Roll the D20. Add your BTH to it and your strength bonus to it, and you're going to do 1 to 2 points of damage if you hit, and then add your strength to that.
What?
What did you get to?
I'm totally confused now. Add my strength as well as that other stuff we talked about, or
No. Take it. You're just doing a regular 2-hit roll.
Okay, so
Make an attack roll.
Okay, so it'll be a 12 and then 14 with my bonuses.
14 with your bonuses. You do not land. You're landing blows on it. You're punching it in the face, but you don't do enough. You don't hit it hard enough to do damage.
If I grab it by its legs and just literally take it and knock it against the ground, will that knock it out?
It's possible. I mean, you can stop and do that. But now that other one, and you've already acted this round, you're punching it while you're running as you're tearing off down the
Well,
street.
keep in mind, I'm in this mist, so that's got to give me some cover against this.
Yeah.
Hit him with the power bomb.
Expert
But this
archer.
other creature, you can hear it behind you. It's flying behind you as you're flying down the road trying to get to your comrades. An arrow whistles over your head.
Sure.
Now, Jonic and Wyatt, so that's Chuck's action this round. Jonic and Wyatt, you guys hear McGowan shout for you. Even as he shouts for you from the inside of the tavern, you see Larian come barreling out of the fog. Something's wrapped around his head. He's punching it. It's clawing and scratching at him. You can't quite make out what it is. So, Wyatt, what's your immediate reaction?
Him I can see as an obvious threat. I can hear somebody shouting, but that's 40 feet. You said that's a 40 by 60 building, so that's 40 feet. I got to move. But if I can see him directly in front of me, I'm closer. I'm doing a good charge and heading toward in his direction.
Okay. All right. You barrel in that direction. Beginning of the next round, Peter, you're going to close. I'm going to give you a +1 on your initiative. Remember that, so that you get a little bit of advantage because you're moving forward. Now, Jeremy, what do you do? You're on the roof. You see Larian coming out of the mist. Wyatt running towards Larian. You can hear McGowan shouting from the riverbank.
But I cannot see what Wyatt is. What
McGowan
is doing.
Now you could run down the roof and see, but you can't see from your vantage.
Is there anything on the roof with me?
No, you see nothing on it.
Okay, so I can make out some vague thing around his head.
Yeah, he's clearly got something. He's got a.
How far away is he from me?
60 feet at this point, but he's moving pretty fast. Larian's moving fast, but you see Wyatt running in.
So what I would like to do is hold until the end of. We're not doing initiative yet, but basically I don't want to do anything until he gets within 30 feet.
So you're staying at the front of the building and waiting for Larian.
Yeah.
Okay. Chuck, this is actually an alien. It puts the implanted.
Fantastic. Xenomorph.
I'll add the detail. That I knock an arrow.
Okay. All right. So you pull your bow out. All right. So, Davis. So you haven't acted this round. You landed in the middle of the boat. Give me an initiative. You got 3 of these creatures on you, and you see one of these small bluish fae rise out of the water and try to clamber up and onto the boat.
3.
I got a 10, so they got a little bit of a drop on you. One's got a short sword, the other's got some kind of wicked-looking dagger, and the other one's just got some kind of club. I want to swing with a club first. What's your armor class, Davis?
Probably like 10. Nobody's wearing armor right now.
That's true.
11.
Davis's absolute love of clubs. It does not hit. He hits you. The bony part of his arm hits you in the shoulder, jostling the club a little bit loose, and then the other two smash. The dagger gets you pretty good across your midriff. You take a point of damage from that. Take your swing. Too much. Too many dice.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh.
You got rerolls.
Yeah, 6, 7. I'm backpedaling.
You don't have much to backpedal. You're in the boat.
To the edge of the boat, and I'm trying to use the thing just to brush the guys off with the thing. I rolled a 6, so I'm just.
Okay. You swing around.
You got a reroll.
Yeah, did you take a reroll? Oh, you are using.
I got a count right now.
Your spear. Someone out there needs to help Davis. Your spear gets stuck in one of their rib cages, and you move him about a little bit. By the time you get the spear out, it doesn't. But you can tell as soon as that little blue fae lets go of the boat begins to. That's very slow. It's not instantly shot off down the river, but it's moving away from the bank as the
starting to list.
Yeah, it's starting to float down the river. It's just begun that trip, so it's not. You're not flying down the river on the sailboat or anything, but the boat's moving on its own now.
So you're saying free trip?
You've got a free trip, absolutely.
A free boat
filled with bones or McCoys. You got McCoys all over you. You're good to go.
I want to go
all right, Chuck. Beginning next round. All right, Chuck, you can see Wyatt barreling towards you. This creature is just, on top of you, clawing like mad. Give me before you do anything, you notice, so you're running down the road, you see Wyatt running towards you, and you see another one of these creatures emerge from the mist down where that other stack of bones was, not the one with the little bird head, but, down the road towards the south gate. What are you doing? You still going to stop and grab this creature and bash it into the ground? Throw it to Wyatt? What do you
How
do?
far am I away from the tavern?
40 feet at this point, 50 feet, something like that. You could keep running and get into the tavern.
That's what I was going to say. I'd like to just go in and shut the door.
All right, you're just running. All right, Wyatt. So you can see him, and he's struggling with this creature. It's clearly not very strong, but it's wily, and it's clawed his face somewhat. It's tore his scraped his armor there and ripped his cloak a little bit. And he's just kind of running by you. You're a skilled bladesman. You can try to stab the creature.
What I'm going to do is take the hilt of the blade and try to whack it. It's a quick draw move, and you go like that. Right. It's like a blunt hit.
All right, so I'm going to tell you this: if you roll a 2 or 3, you're going to roll again to hit Chuck. All right.
Okay.
It'd be a little
Well, I
higher
rolled a
than that.
10. I rolled a 10 on initiative, if that matters.
Yeah, no, well, you get to go first. And he's just running by you. So as he's running by you, you're going to try to knock the creature in the head. If you roll a 1, you're going to fumble. If you roll a 2 or 3, you're going to have a chance of hitting your comrade Larry.
I rolled a 13.
Did you add everything to it?
Yeah.
Now, you don't hit it. I mean, you hit the creature in the side, you get it in the rib, maybe its shoulder, but you don't knock the creature out.
Do I not have this thing grappled? Surely he's got some bonuses because I grappled it.
No, not really. I mean, it's still fighting. You haven't.
Got him in a half Nelson.
Right, but it's fighting me, not him.
Yeah, well, it's still moving. So its armor class is still intact. No, I'm not giving him a bonus. Nice try, Chuck.
Well, no, he's grappled. So
Chuck, I would have given.
According to the rules, I should get a +5 for something.
According to the rules, he can do whatever he wants. Unfortunately,
I don't know. I'm learning.
You haven't overborne the creature. You're running with the creature. So you haven't actually pinned him to you and held him tight.
Okay, that's
you
fine.
You grabbed him, and now you're running. Now, if you want to overbear, that's a little different. That's pinning the creature and holding him to the ground. But what you're doing right now is just running with.
What I'm going to do is just kill it and give up. So I'm going to do. I'm just going to kill it.
All right. So you try to hit it, Chuck. You run right by, leap up onto the stairs, and you just run through the doorway. Johnny, you have a chance to take a shot, but you also see one of these creatures emerging from the mist to the left. You can see the one pursuing Larian from the right, who's flying through the air. But it kind of goes up as it sees, what's his name, Wyatt, kind of run into the street. So
I'm going to shoot that one.
Okay, all right. Take a shot at
that. 17 to hit.
That hits.
6 damage. I'm hoping for a wing shot.
You thump him hard. Your arrow goes right through his side underneath his ribs. He spirals somewhat, his wings flapping, vigorously. He drops probably above 10 feet of the ground. But you do not kill the creature, and it starts shooting off a little bit to the west and south, trying to get out of line of sight. But that other one that emerged from the mist takes a shot at you as you're sitting on the roof. What is your AC?
Right now, probably not great. 13.
Yeah, he thumps you and then thumps you. The arrow goes right kind of up your arm, back onto your shoulder here. Pretty good, blood wound there. 4 points of damage on that as he shoots his arrow. And now, Davis, we're back to you. You're in the middle of this slowly moving boat. Give me an initiative.
Oh, wrong dice. 9.
You got it. What are you doing?
Okay. All right. So, what type of boat is it?
It's a regular fishing boat, so it's got a flat aft. Is that what it is? It's just like a John boat. So it's got a pointed front and a flat end. 5 feet wide.
How sturdy is the gunwale on this boat?
Fairly. I mean, it's a decent little boat.
What brand is it?
How?
The Home Depot brand.
When did it last pass inspection?
Yeah, a little inspection sticker on it.
Is she seaworthy?
No. Is it a Bass Pro?
It's a Bass Pro boat.
Then we're good.
We're good.
We're fine. We're
solid.
How deep is its little side thing there?
I don't know, about 18 inches probably.
Oh shit. Okay, so this is what we're going to try to do. There's 3 creatures in it, right? Or 3 skeletons.
Right? 4 now. 1 winged fairy is in there.
Okay. I'm gonna jump up as high as I can, and this is the goal. All right. I'm going to hit the side of the boat.
Yeah.
Okay. As I come down, grab it with my hands and try to pull the boat so that the water starts going.
You're going to try and tip it over, I guess, or something.
So let me
get this. Hit at the side, and then I'm going to slide up under the boat.
I feel like you could just stand on the edge and it would do the same thing.
There's 3 people swinging at me.
So but you're jumping into the water, to be clear, right?
Hell yes.
Okay. Just wanted. All right, so this is all going to be a dice roll for you, Davis. We're going to do a dex check on this. Let's see where you land.
96.
That's pretty good.
Does anyone want to buy Davis some rerolls?
An 11.
I give him one of my rerolls.
Yeah, I will let you take his reroll if you want it, Davis, because you do not do it with an
11. Actually, Jeremy, I've got 4.
You a beer.
Jeremy, keep yours. I'll give him one of mine because I've got 4. So.
No, I want the beer. He takes mine.
Okay.
What did you get, Davis?
Natural 20.
Oh, there you go. Reroll for the win. All right, so you leap into the air. Now, to do this, you're going to have to discard your spear, obviously. Drop your spear on the ground. You go into the water, grab that boat, and that whole boat flips up and over. Skeletons go flying wide and splashing into the water left, right, and center. And the little fairy is caught too. The little Ursuk is caught too, as he is sucked into the drink. And all four of you go underwater almost immediately as the boat just turns over. I mean, it just
the best part about skeletons are?
They can't swim.
They can't swim.
They cannot swim. No, they got some problems. They got some river problems.
Yeah. They can't drown either, so.
I mean, they can't drown, but they also got a lot of clothing on, so they got weight to them. They're going to be carried off down.
Slowly sinking into mud.
Yeah. Rivers are as dangerous for monsters.
If we leave them down there for like 40 years, they might get eroded.
That's true, or they might come back. All right, so Dave, that flips the boat. You go under the water, the whole 9 yards, back into the tavern. Chuck, you come crashing through. This creature, he's not really doing any damage. You can tell his claws, even his bite's not big enough to. It's like a human's bite, so he's just kind of gnawing at your face and clawing and just, rending your clothes a little bit, scratched your face, got your ears somewhat. So are you going to try to grapple him, beat him to death? What are you going to do?
Well, the fire's still lit. You can just
throw him in there, yeah. German suplex him into the fire.
German suplex.
I'm just gonna run him through.
You're just gonna throw him off of you because you have no blade in hand.
Just kill him.
I'm just gonna kill him.
How are you going to do that?
Well, I've got a dagger on my belt. I can use it.
Okay, so you can definitely pull a dagger and start stabbing him for sure.
Yeah.
All right, give me an initiative.
All right. I got 3.
All right. So he with what convoluted wings he's got, when you kind of loosen your grip at this point, with your one hand and you pull your dagger out, he spreads his wings and he just tries to push off of you to get away from you. Now, I assume your left hand, you're still kind of holding on to him, trying to keep him there. Is that a correct assumption?
Mm-hmm.
And he fails completely. I mean, you've got him really good by his leg. He goes back, so you can start wailing away with your dagger. Take a swing.
Okay. All right.
I don't know who you are. I don't know why you're being so mean to me, but you need to be nice to me right now.
That's going to be a 12.
You do not hit. You want to do a re-roll on that, Chuck?
No.
You got 4 of them, man. You got all these re-rolls stacked up.
We need you in the backyard, bro. So.
All right. So you're just raining blows on this creature, and he's just trying to break your attack on him. Clearly not successfully. All right, Wyatt, back out in the street. You've got one. You're standing there. You swing at the one, and you see the elf vanish into the tavern. You see another one get shot not far from you. You could pursue that, and there's another one that's now it's retreating back into the mist down the south part of the road. What do you got?
How far are the other
If you roll a really high on your initiative, you could get to the one that Jonik shot. But you're going to have to roll high because it is fleeing.
6. Or no, 6.
Well, that is much higher than my 1. So as you run across the road, it kind of dips, it catches itself, starts flying up and out, but you get a good swing at it, take your shot. Jeremy, what do you do? You can see why it's closing.
Sure, but I received fire from another one.
Yes.
It's now. I turn. It's now fleeing me.
You can see it shot you, and it's pivoting and starting to fly away.
Can I get a back attack on it?
Absolutely. Give me a initiative first.
8.
All right, take your shot.
Well, that's 19 on the die, so 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 to hit.
All right, that's a pretty good hit. All right, you drive your arrow through it.
12 damage.
Jesus Christmas. It goes right to the creature's spine. It flies for another 5 or 10 feet, hits the ground, topples over. Wyatt, what did you get to hit?
18.
You got it. You slice through the creature.
Both hands, which is what was it? There it is.
8. All right, it's already horribly wounded. You almost eviscerate the creature, cut it in half. It topples to the ground at your feet. Its wings beating the ground.
Just double tap to be sure. Just
Double tap.
That's strange.
Davis, you are underwater, still holding to the side of the boat. What do you do?
Let go of the boat.
I want to emphasize. There's not a strong current yet. You've not been.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all. I'll let go of the boat, and then I'm going to try to swim to shore.
Okay. Give me a dex check. Unless you roll something really, really, really stupid. You easily.
You just realize that the water is about that deep.
It's in the mud.
14.
Yeah, you splash out of the water. Now you see that one creature. It comes out, pulling itself up onto the boat. That one kind of blue-winged fae. He pulls itself on the boat. You do not see the skeletons at all. You just see your spear kind of floating off down the river somewhere.
That was the only thing you had left.
all of his possessions are now gone.
Well, he had a sword. But...
Oh, he looted his sword. Yeah.
Yeah, it's inside.
All right, beginning next round. Chuck, you're in that tavern. That creature's kind of flying. You're holding on to it. You're stabbing it with the dagger, or you can try to bash it into the floor or whatever you want to.
Be like Hulk with Loki.
Do I not have any bonuses to hit it since I have a hold of it? I don't get any bonuses at all.
I'll give you a +2, sure. You gonna keep stabbing it, or what are you gonna do? You first give me an initiative.
Yeah.
Chuck's demoralized.
The trouble is sometimes like the dice rolls break with like the logic where it's like, okay, we've been wailing on each other for 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
And nothing's happened.
I got a 7.
Which is, we're not quite there yet, but we're getting there. With
you're stabbing at it. It's clawing at you, and you can tell at this point its claws just aren't long enough, nor is its teeth long enough to get to even just scratching you like a dog would scratch you. So it's not actually doing any damage to you. It's just trying to go wild, and it's not strong enough to fly away. Certainly while you're holding it. So it is going to try a strength check. What's your first? Yeah, it doesn't get away. You're still clinging to it. It's pulling you a little bit if you let it, just by sheer momentum of what it's trying to do.
Make its wing. Snap the wing. It's a little flimsy thing. You just bend it. You just bend it against like when you crack crab legs. That's what you do. Push against the joint.
All right, so we're gonna. All right, so I'm assuming the rest of you guys. What are you doing, Wyatt? What are you doing?
Oh, you see anything else outside?
Nothing else.
Stephen, for me, I'm just going to attack.
I'm headed back into the inn.
Yeah, you've already acted this round. All right, going back in. Jonathan, what are you doing?
Did I hear all the commotion on the water? Or the
you hear a lot of splashing going on.
I turn about, run to the edge of the roof, and look down there with another arrow knocked.
You see an overturned boat, one of these fae kind of clinging to it, bedraggled, and then you see the barbarian coming out of the water, weaponless. You can hear noise on the inside. You can hear noise on the inside of the tavern. All right, Chuck, initiative.
7.
You got it. What are you doing?
Killing it.
I murder it.
Oh, that's going to be definitely hit with a 20 dirty.
What you got? You stab it with your knife.
Yeah.
Give me some damage.
Oh my god!
Jump scare.
Get the fuck out of here!
Okay. Wait.
Jump scare.
No, come back.
Do it again.
No.
4 total.
We need help. So
help with what?
Yeah, things are going very poorly.
No, come on.
Davis is trying to drown himself.
Chuck.
4 points.
There's like bloated evil pixies and skeletons.
You stabbed the creature pretty good. All right, Quinn, you've been north of town. We can get into that later. It's very late in the evening. You've come back, and you hear a commotion on it. Now the gate's closed. You remember the hedgerow, and you get that double gate there. But you hear some commotion going on. Maybe it's bowstrings sounding off. You hear a muffled shout, but that's about it. What do you?
Me?
Yes, you.
Yeah, you.
Oh, I take off towards the sounds. Yeah.
All right, so you're right at the gate, and you're either going to have to climb this hedgerow, which is going to be damn near impossible, or run around to the stone or palisade wall. Or you can bang on the gate, or you can go to the water and jump in the water and kind of swim around.
It's about 8 rounds of sprinting.
Do what?
When you say damn near impossible.
You absolutely.
That's him saying don't do it.
Yeah, you can try anything, but it's got a lot of briars in it. It's a hedge, it's very thick. It's 12 feet tall. So climbing up it would be.
That just means go for it.
I'm gonna go for it.
All right, good deal. All right, so you start clambering up. First, I'm going to ask you: does a monk have any natural climb ability?
I
don't believe so. Okay, so you're just climbing it. All right, so you just get in there. Give me a dexterity check. Immediately, thorn in your hand, one in your forearm there. Get your cheek a little bit as you're crawling up into this mangled mess.
They're monks, man. They can just airwalk.
14.
Well, they can't, Wyatt, but maybe later. You're doing pretty good. I mean, you get about 6 feet up, but it's a lot of pain as you're getting lacerated as you're climbing up onto this stuff. All right, Wyatt, you get in. You see your comrade Larry in there holding this flying creature, stabbing it in the side and the hip, and it's just trying to break free. I assume that you close, so both you and Chuck give me an initiative. Jonic, what are you doing on the roof there?
I see you
just see the barbarian come out, bedraggled, and not bedraggled.
So I see him coming out though.
Yeah, all heroic, glistening skin.
And there's bleeding from multiple wounds. There's some kind of thing on the boat that I can see.
Hair.
It's hanging onto it, yeah.
It's hanging onto the hull of the boat.
Yes, it's crawling on the top. It's on the bottom, I suppose, because it's flipped over. You're taking a shot.
I'll shoot at it. 12, 13, 14. 16 to hit.
You hit it.
For.
You have been on fire with this bow since we.
Yeah. That's 6 points of damage.
It drives right into the creature. You can hear it. It's almost squeals. There's almost this odd noise that comes out of its mouth, and it kind of lays over, and it looks just like you would have swatted a mosquito or any kind of insect. Its body just it's tiny, it's thin, it's spinning little arms, and then its wings kind of lay over, and then it begins to slowly slide into the water as the boat itself gets picked up a little bit by the current. You do one more shot if you want to, as it floats off or not, whatever you want to do. Before advantage.
It's sloughed off into the water though.
It is sloughing off into the water. Yeah.
Okay. I want that fucking boat, man. I would go for a third boat. I'll climb down. Yeah, sure.
Now you start climbing down. Davis, all right, so you see what's his name take his shot, look, and then he starts climbing down the thing. What are you going to do?
As soon as I get back up on the bank, I twirl around to look and see where the boat or what was happening on the boat.
The boat's probably 20 feet from you at this point, maybe 25. It's beginning to pick up. And the canoes are right there. Both of your canoes.
Downriver?
Yeah.
Okay, I take off running.
Okay. Pursuing?
Yeah, I'm going to take along the bank. And as I'm running along the bank, I'm going to look for any wood, piece of stick, or anything that I can grab along the way. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you easily find something like that.
Then I'm going to grab it and leap into the water.
Okay. All right.
So swimming after that boat, and is that thing still on it?
Well, by the time you've kind of run down the bank, you don't see it. It's the boat's kind of shifted a little bit, and it's either falling off in the water or whatever, whatever the hell it's doing.
Okay.
Or it's still clinging to the side or whatever, but you can't see it from your angle. All right, back in the tavern. Chuck and Wyatt, give me an initiative.
I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 5.
All right, you got it, Chuck. Swing. The creature is valiantly holding on.
All right, that's going to be a 17 dirty.
Got it. All right, you bury your dagger into it.
Dirty and clean. Wait.
5.
All right, it slumps and it dies in your hand as it kind of, the life eats from it. No blood comes out. There's no blood staining your blade or anything. It just kind of slumps over, and now you've got this dead, kind of spindly-looking creature.
Okay, wait a second. I got a point of order. If we're going to call rolls dirty, if they're modified, what are we going to call them when they're unmodified?
Natural.
Neat?
Natural.
On the
like
rocks.
a nat 20? I know that's a new term, probably.
On the rocks. I like on the rocks. Yes. No. Okay. We're
On the rocks.
That's gonna confuse the shit out of me.
We'll help you along, Jeremy. All right. All right. Gwen, give me another check. It was
Another.
Gwen, right? That's your character's name, right? Gwen?
Dr. Quinn, medicine woman?
Gwen.
Ren.
Ren. Ren. Sorry. Yes. No, I've been saying it wrong all night. Ren. All right. Ren, Give me another check as you're pulling yourself
Like
painfully
the
out.
like the bird, Steve.
Which you get a natural 20.
I love. This is not a mark against you, but I love when people carefully lift the die and show it as though they don't have to twist it and turn it to show it to the camera
I
anyway.
know. I just every time I roll, I've had
Yeah.
a lot of players lie about rolls.
Yeah.
Not recently, but like in the year, I feel like a liar whenever I roll really well.
Uh-huh.
So even though it's just as easy. Like,
Hey, I shit you not. This is back in like 1980, probably 6 or something. I'm not going to say the guy's name, but Todd, Mac, and Charlie, and a couple of the guys were all playing. And the guy rolls, and he had rolled so good for so long. I just kind of stood up and I looked over the screen, and I could see him. Everyone could see him take his dice. And he goes natural 20, and we're all like, "What are you doing, man?" We can all see you. It was so.
I had a guy who would roll it and immediately pick it up and say what he got, and I'm like, I can't see what you did.
Yeah.
you must think we're stupid.
But he would get like shit rolls. He'd be like, "I was a 7," but I'm like, I would at least like to see it.
A little bit. That's like Davis when he didn't roll dice; he just made numbers up.
Made numbers up.
He never hit anything. I was like, make up one that you hit at least. I mean, occasionally do make up a good one. All right, Bryn. So you're
22,
pulling,
by the way.
yeah, you're pulling yourself up. You've taken about a point of damage from these just briars and bramble, but you see this beautiful opening that really shouldn't be there, and you kind of slide into it. And then within the round, you manage to push yourself to 4 or 5 feet. The hedge is about 5 feet thick. You pull yourself through and just drop in on the other side.
It's concerning.
But yeah, one part of your brain's like, "Wow, that's a big problem for a low break." But the others, you're into the village. There's a little bit of patches of mist here and there. You can hear some splashing down by where the tavern is. You're up on the hedgerow gate on the north part of town, and you can hear. Johnny, did you say anything? I don't think you said anything. Did you? You say get the boat or anything? I don't know.
No, I mean, he was coming out of the water when I was coming down, and then he just ran away. So I haven't had an opportunity to exchange any words with anybody.
So you hear a lot of splashing, and that's about it.
I run towards the splashing. I sprint.
You start tearing off down. Monk's got a pretty good pace. You should be there in about 2 melee rounds, give or take. All right, back into the tavern. Chuck and Wyatt, what are you guys doing? You're holding this dead creature in your hand.
I'm just going to drop it and run back out and try to assist with whoever.
Okay, you go out the back door.
Yeah.
You see the back door's open, and you know that there's no one out front. Obviously, you know, since you just ran through the front door. Wyatt,
Obviously.
Well, I'm gonna go sort of go back out the where I was and go look around and see if there's any other problems coming, because there's all the rest of them have gone that way. So clearly they don't need.
All right, so you go back to the street onto the porch, keeping an eye out. Nothing has really changed out there. I mean, you can see the mist is still there, and the 2 dead creatures are. I think they got shot too.
Okay,
but
I'm just
Chuck,
gonna go around and look. You know,
Chuck, you get on that back porch, and you immediately see the rogue climbing down, Johnny climbing down the building right next to you. He's coming off the roof, and then you can see McGowan running. He's like 25, 30 feet down the bank. And he's obviously, and you can see it as well. You got twilight or dark? You got twilight vision, right? As an elf, you can see the boat that clearly that McGowan is angling to. It looks like he's fixing to jump on it. What do you do?
Wait! Before we go any further, is it the moon out? Cloudy?
Yeah. You got it's pretty clear. You just got patches of mist. There's patches of mist on the river as well, but it's not like this thick, unbearable fog that doesn't let you see. You know what I mean?
Let's see.
If you had your bow, you'd have a clear shot at McGowan.
Yeah, I'd like to take that some bitch down.
What an odd thing to say.
You couldn't hit me, Chuck, if you tried.
I mean, do I see any more enemies anywhere at all?
You don't see anything. Actually, you know what? You do, actually, with your elven eyes. You can see the boat exploded. You can see one of those creatures. It looks like it's caught in the eddy of the boat in the water. There's an arrow sticking out of it.
Okay.
You're standing about 10 feet above the river and the bank, looking down. Just watch.
I'm gonna go retrieve my bow.
Won't get me that
Okay,
fucking
all right, you
boat.
start moving back out through the tavern, back up the street to get your bow.
Yeah.
All right,
Glass of beer.
McGowan, give me a dex check. Jonick, you hit the ground. You start running down the bank.
I'll chase after him. Sure, why not?
Okay. And you're leaping onto the boat. Is that right, Davis?
Well, I assume that. Well, is it by the bank, close enough to the bank that I can leap onto it?
You know what?
Roll a
Chuck,
D12.
Chuck, roll a D20
Oh.
and add 5 to it.
Oh man.
15.
So it's 15 feet from the bank. So that's not an unreasonable jump for a boat.
Okay, I'm just gonna dive into the water and try to swim to it. And
Okay.
what I'm doing is looking for that little thing.
Okay.
That was
It's on the hull.
The Ursook. All right. So you dive in the water, come out right onto the boat there. It's pretty deep here. It's probably, you can't touch the ground here. Touch the riverbed here. And you're floating by a second pier at this point, that's kind of jutting out from another person's house. And then the road is running down the bank. You kind of paced. Are you going to jump in, Jonick, or are you just kind of watching, pacing him?
How much? Like
you get up right, you get parallel to the boat itself.
How much shoreline do I have before we hit a wall?
Yeah, not a lot. Well, not a little. Probably about another 150 feet, give or take.
And how quick do I have to go to keep pace with this thing?
About 25. Not quite your move. You're human, right? Not quite your full move.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I saw him dive in with a big stick. I don't have rope on me because everything's inside. So
it's a small stick.
Okay.
Pacing it?
Yeah, I'll keep moving with it. Yeah, make sure that he surfaces. If I don't see him come up, then
You
we
see
got a
him come
problem.
up on the side
Okay.
of the boat. All right. And Ren, you're just running this round. You just move as fast as you can. Cutting through. You actually pass behind the tavern underneath the porch. It kind of juts out onto the thing. And you can hear someone walking on above. Larian, even as you're walking into the tavern to go, begin to fix your boat, you see on the corner right, you see Ren running down the bank after your two comrades. You do anything? You just keep going to get your bow?
No, I'm going to get my bow.
Are you moving quick to get your bow, or are you just kind of...
No, I'm moving quick.
All right, so you run to go get your bow. It's not a...
You said that there were more piers that we were passing by, or
Yes.
up ahead, or something.
Yes.
If there's one that I can run to and get prepare to catch them as they go downstream.
Absolutely.
Great. Okay.
And you can see there's a boat tied off to it as you're running up to it. You can kind of tell as you're running down and up to it that the current's picking up just a little bit as it goes around where Willowbreak is. The river broadens somewhat, and the current's going to pick up. You can tell.
So
very soon.
if I have time, I will untie the line that they're using to moor this little boat to the dock.
Hold on just a second. All right, so you hit that pier. Wyatt, what are you doing?
Like I said, I'm just pacing around the town just to see if there's anything else coming.
Okay. All right, you're just patrolling. You don't see anything. It's very, very quiet.
I'm not chasing boats. No.
You see
piles of
later,
bones.
Larian runs out of the front of the building, moving very, very quickly up the road. To what end, you can't tell. You haven't seen Ren yet, but so back down in the boat. Davis, you're on the side of the boat, and you're going to try to swim around the side of it. You can feel the current picking up just a little. And this, I just want to point out, people in the chat, this is how people drown in my game. They keep pushing it.
Yeah, I'm not going to drown. There's a I'm going to dog paddle looking for that little blue thing.
Okay.
This is it.
So I assume you're clinging on to the tide of the side of the boat. Is that?
Sure.
Or are you just going to swim out into the current? What do you do?
Yeah, I'm just going to be dog paddling right there. Is what I'm basically
Got
doing.
it. All right, so you're just kind of paddling along with the boat, trying to move around on the other side. When you get on the other side of it, you don't see that creature anywhere. Now, whether it was pulled under the current, or whether a guard got it, or one of the skeletons got it, who knows? You do not see it.
Okay, I go all around the boat, with my hand holding onto the boat.
Okay, all right. So you've kind of moved around. You're on the outside of the boat, on the river side. At the end of this round, now, John, if you run down this pier, and it's like any pier, it's not clean as shit. There's a couple of baskets there. There's 2 huge coils of rope. There's a bunch of fishing rods kind of piled in one thing. A big bucket that looks like soil in it. and in that one boat it's tied off.
Well, if I see the big coils of rope, I'll take one of them up.
Okay.
And move with it to as far out onto the pier as I can. Is he still upstream from me, or is he past me?
He's a little bit upstream, and then you hear something clattering onto the pier right behind you.
That's a problem for future me.
Okay.
I probably don't have enough time to like loop it, embrace it, and then toss it.
You might. You may just. What are you gonna do? You might.
I'm gonna loop it with like a hitch so that it's pulls taut.
Okay.
And I'm gonna toss the other end out, hopefully over the bow of the upturned boat,
Right,
so
so
it lands where he can
round,
get it.
This round, you get to the end of the pier, scoop the rope up, throw it around, you get in your hitch tight, and then suddenly Ren is standing next to you. So Ren, you've gotten to the end of the pier. You see him tying it off. You immediately see what's going on. There's a boat. You see McGowan out in the water, bobbing up and down, dog paddling in the water next to a boat. What do you? Anything you?
Sticks a thorn out and says, "What happened?"
Jeez, fucking what?
I smelled trouble.
Help me with this fucking line.
You got it. I do it. I
Okay.
help.
All right, so you start helping the line. All right, Chuck, scoop your bow up. You hear a muffled shout from down the bank. What do you do?
Me?
Yep.
I'm going. So first off, when I came running out, and I looked around, and I saw
Ren.
What is his name?
Oh, Wyatt. Sorry.
No, not Wyatt.
Yeah.
Wilhelm.
Stimpy?
Mogwin.
McGowan. Yeah.
McGowan. Sorry, MacGyver.
Boglin?
We learn each other.
So he's basically.
William Tell?
Well, it doesn't matter. So I saw him basically
Currently, his name's Bob. Yeah.
I'm a little confused. I want to make sure I've not got this wrong. Is he like lost, like floating away?
So let me recap. So just a real quick recap. So you came out of the back of the tavern and you looked down at the river, and you can see McGowan running down the riverbank, but he's still in Willowbrae, right? Because you see the map there. He's still definitely in Willowbrae. And then you see the rogue Jonic drop off the side of the building and start chasing off down it. The only thing that you can see that could be drawing their attention is an overturned boat in the river itself. And you faintly see for a moment that creature floating next to it. You pivoted and ran back into the tavern, across the tavern, out the front door, up the street. When you got out into the street, you see one of those dead Ursuk across the street that hit with
Like
an
a
arrow
circle.
in it and a slash to it. And then another one down the street by that one of those pile of bones with an arrow in it as well. And then you ran up the street, scoop up your bow, I assume that you continue to go get your bow.
I'm going to get my bow, and I'm going to run right back to the riverbank.
Got it. All right, so you just start belting all the way back. Are you going right down to town or to the riverbank and then down the riverbank? Down the middle road, I mean, just
Whatever's fastest to get down to the riverbank.
The road. For sure the road, because it's just an open, pathway in front of you.
All right. Okay.
All right, and you do see Wyatt, when you start running back, you see Wyatt kind of patrolling, looking around, looking to see if there's any, anything untoward going on. Wyatt, are you doing anything unusual or just patrolling?
Yeah, I'm just wandering around just to make sure there's nothing else coming.
Okay.
There's always something when you don't look.
That is frequently the case. You do come across the third stack of bones, which you find is someone has, clearly one of these creatures has driven this gnarled tree limb into the middle of the road, and off of that tree limb, you can see this kind of ball of ribs that have kind of made, and inside it are a bunch of plums. There's a whole bunch of plums inside this cage of ribs, this cage of bones. Do anything with it?
Well,
Pick it up, stomp it to death?
That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, I figured I'd go bust it up.
Okay, all right.
Take a good whack with a sword.
It crumbles and falls over. The cage hits the ground, and the plums scatter across the ground. You do anything with the plums, or what are you doing?
I am absolutely not touching any of that. Just busting it up.
Okay, you just start stomping on the plums all over the place.
My plums. Those were heirloom. What's that episode of Seinfeld when they have like the plums that are? I don't know. Never mind.
All right.
Never mind. I've never seen a single episode of it. So
I smashed the plums that were sitting in Willowbrae. Forgive me. They were so delicious.
If this were a Dying Earth story, that would be a death sentence. Like, coincidentally, they'd be like, "Those are sacred plums. You have to die." It's just Those are the rules.
All right, David,
Very sorry.
You get to the front of the boat.
Okay, I don't see that little thing.
No.
Okay, I look over at the bank, and I'm going to try to stop the boat from going, and I'm just trying to,
You're just going to try. Okay, you're trying to push it over. What's your strength?
7.
Less than my charisma. It's 15. I'm a 16.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good strength.
That's pretty
Give me
good.
a
That's
strength
a
check.
man.
Give me a strength check as you start to swim and push this thing. Now, Ren and Jonathan, you've tied off the rope.
Yeah.
Just give me a dex check to throw to see if you get it over the boat. It's not going to be hard. Just don't roll bad.
Both of us.
No, just add your dex bonus. Well, actually, never mind. You can only one of you can throw the rope. So whoever's throwing the rope, make the check.
10 prime.
All right, so the rope goes in front of the boat, splashes into it. The boat is slow, but now the rope's kind of floating down. But Davis, the rope lands not far from you because you're trying to push it. You go for the rope. What do you do?
Yeah, I go for the rope, and then I'm going to try to swim back and tie it off to the thing.
Yeah, you get the rope and grab the boat, and then Ren and Jonathan start pulling you, and I assume that's what's going on. About the time you guys start pulling the rope forward, about the time you're pulling forward, Larry, you come jogging down on the pier. You can see Ren's there, Jonathan, and they're pulling, the glistening barbarian out of the water, clinging to the side of a boat.
He always glistening.
I get close to the thing. I
Very
say,
strange.
there are skeletons. There's undead up by the back door of the cavern, whatever it is. I just point up in that direction. They're in the water.
Just kind of looks stupidly like,
What?
a what?
Yeah, there were skeletons in this boat. They came at me.
How bad is he? Like covered in like open wounds and things? Like,
I don't think he's wounded at all. He's just wet. I don't think he's
I don't have any reason to disbelieve him.
Just
If I-
What's going on? Undead? Bones?
There were skeletons in this boat. I fought them off. And they fell into the water up there.
But I just look at the water. I mean, it's dark, so I can't see shit. But
You can't see anything. Chuck, you might be able to see something, and Ren, you're a human as well. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys can see a little bit, but not. Yeah, you see it onto the river itself because it's the moon's out. What have you.
I'm certain of it. And as soon as I get to the bank, I'm like, come this way. And I'll show them exactly where they fell in or where I think that they fell in.
I'm gonna pull that boat up onto the shore.
Okay. All right. So you guys yank the boat up. Davis, do you wait for him? Or you just start moving up the bank.
I move up the bank.
All right. So you start moving up the bank. Get no weapon. Well, you got a stick in your hand. Larry, what are you doing? You see McGowan start going. He immediately, there's undead here. There's skeleton. He starts moving up the bank. Your two comrades are pulling the boat up on the bank. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to kind of walk. I'm going to look, try and see if I can see something for sure. Like what?
Give me a spot check.
You definitely see it shore.
Wait.
Yeah.
So I look out. I look at the way that the wind hits the water, the air. I look at the reflection of the light from the moon. Use all my skills, and I don't see anything.
What did you roll? Yeah.
Chuck, you got you're sitting on 4 rerolls.
Yeah.
He's saving them. Come on, Chuck.
For
Re-roll.
what? Just
I'm not
use them.
I'm not wasting a reroll on a
What
spot
about your
check.
plus ones? Yeah.
I rolled a 1. It's not
All
going to matter. I failed.
Chuck, you can look and walk at the same time. Do you start moving with McGowan, or?
But you cannot chew gum and walk.
Well,
or you just...
you know what? Then screw it then. All right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna walk with you.
Okay, all right. So you two are moving to the bank. You guys are pulling the boat up on Wyatt's crushing plums. You guys start moving up the bank. By the time you get to the boat,
Is that what they call it?
Wyatt the plum crusher. You get about 75, 80 feet up, and you, Larry and Davis McGowan, you both see simultaneously. You see this creature soaking wet, bedraggled clothing, bones for arms and a hand, some kind of wicked-looking dagger in this hand, this wet hat on its bony skull, and it's just kind of walking forward next to the tavern on the outside of the tavern.
Oh shit!
Moving into town.
What in tarnation?
All right, I take. Yeah, that's one of them. I take, and I'm now start charging in for it. But I take that little club thing stick that I have in my hand, and I fling it.
I think think a rock would do better than a branch against a bunch of bones.
I will
I
say.
have a question about the skeleton.
Wait a minute, friends with that. Grace, that's the first time I've heard a non-Arkansan use the word tarnation, so kudos.
Because I spend too much time around you all.
Fantastic. All right. So the skeleton is human. It looks like it's human. It may be dwarf. You can't quite tell from the distance. And it's got all this clothing on. I mean, it's just got this baggy, wet clothing on, kind of a slouch hat on its head, and it's got this broken off dagger, maybe a sword at one point in its right hand. And it's not moving with any great intent. It's just kind of moving. It's a skeleton. It's just kind of moving.
I'm gonna look over at
McGowan.
I keep on calling him Mogwai. Keep trying to keep calling him
Big
Mogwai.
Mac.
And freaking whatever.
Just
Anyway.
say Rose McGowan. It's not
Call
that
him
hard.
Milton Berle.
So I look over at him and I say,
Mickey Mouse.
was that thing in that boat?
I'm running, man.
Wait, you say, is that thing in that boat? He starts running, and you can see him hurl his club/stick. Davis, give me a missile weapon check. Give me an attack check there. Add your BTH on the correct.
Okay, so this is the intent, just so you know what I'm trying to. I throw the stick off into the water.
Yeah, Chuck, you see him just throw that stick wild. He goes flying out into the water.
So this is its back to me?
It's kind of, you're on its flank at the moment, but with the commotion, and when you throw it, it pivots and looks at you.
Okay,
Again,
I'm just running and I'm leaping on it. I'm not
Okay.
I'm going to try to pull it to the
wrestling a
ground.
skeleton.
There
I'm
we
going
go.
to pull it apart and beat it to death with its own arm.
But it has no muscle.
Jeremy, he's jumping his bones.
There's also no
Jumping his
padding,
bones.
so like all of that is just like branches pressing down on you very tightly.
All right, so Jonic, Ren, you can see the barbarian's got into full attack mode, running off the thing. You can see what do y'all close or what do you do?
I have a question about its hat.
About its hat, yes.
What's its hat like?
So it's a very broad brimmed hat. Now it's bedraggled, so it's got holes in it and all that, and it's just got kind of the round bowl, but the bowl is kind of crushed in. It's got a little hole there. Wedge.
Is it cooler than my hat?
It's probably.
You got Toll's hat, so probably not. They're actually very similar. The hats are very similar.
Oh.
Taking note of that.
You said it was bedazzled. It's covered in like rhinestones.
Bedraggled.
Oh, my mistake.
I got it from Buckle, you know. From the mall.
Forever 21.
What is that gun? That bedazzled gun?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
I'll pick up a rock and put it in my sling and shoot it.
Okay. You scoop a rock up. Stop to take your shot. Davis, you're running forward. Chuck, are you running forward? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm with him. I guess we're gonna kill this thing.
You guard as well. All right. So Grace, Davis, Chuck, everybody, give me an initiative.
Oh wait.
Let's your roll a 1 and knocks him down with a rock.
Now you do hear commotion over on the bank, Wyatt.
What? What the
All right,
hell?
Grace, give me your shot. You actually got a missile weapon, and no one's closed yet. What do you do? Yeah, give me what you hit.
Okay, that's a 12 on the dice plus 1, so 13.
You know what? I have no idea what the armor class of the skeleton.
I think it's a little bit higher than that. I don't know.
I think it's
I wanna say it's
12.
Is it
Oh,
12?
if it is, it's good.
Well,
I'm pretty sure it's 10.
Well, Stephen, it's up to you what this particular skeleton's armor class is.
it's 47. No, you do not. You do not hit. No, I'm sorry, you do. 13 does hit.
Oh!
I was wrong. All right, give me some damage on it.
Let's go. Okay, I don't think I do very much. 1d4. Okay.
Well, that sling stone's going to do a lot better than the rest of us.
And I have a +2 modifier.
I shouldn't be saying that, but
5 points of damage.
All right, now wait a minute. Now, sling's not going to do bonus damage, right? It's only club.
no, but it's percussive, so.
Yeah, definitely the maximum.
But it's
damage.
important. It's important we understand what she thinks her +2's for.
Yeah, so
what?
Grace, that's only going. So a strength bonus on your damage is only going to count for melee weapons or things you physically throw. Like if you threw a club.
Sorry, I was reading the wrong thing. I was reading the thing for my hook sword. I still add my dexterity bonus?
You do not add anything to damage.
Okay.
Not to damage, but you add your dexterity bonus to your 2 hit for sure.
Okay. Then it is just 3.
3 points of damage. All right, you smash. Davis, as you're running forward, you see something hits the skeleton's skull. It knocks the hat off, blows off part of its skull. Doesn't slow the creature, and you slam into it, but it's going to slash at you before you get to it. And Davis, I want to roll this dice.
Yeah.
You recognize it?
Yes, you're not.
That's from your basic set, 1976. Damn it! It missed. This dice kills so many of my characters.
It's my dice. I want my roll. This is roll for me though. No, do it. Roll for me.
Can we roll for you? All right, I'm rolling for you.
Wait,
All right, so you're just tackling the creatures.
I'm gonna run up and then kick my legs out in front of me. I'm gonna try to like do a hang. What is it called? Where you grab them by the neck and pull them.
What is that called?
The
hang wire, whatever. Yeah.
Are you talking about a clothesline?
Clothesline, yes. Thank you, Chuck.
I'm gonna jump up and use my body to pull them down.
All right, so I'm gonna roll for Davis on this ancient dice that slaughtered so many of my characters.
Kick his ass. Why am I rooting for you?
Yeah, Davis, you got an 11 on the roll, so add your BTH and whatever else.
11, 12.
You need a 13, so you do not clothesline the creature.
Sorry about that.
Plus ones.
You use a +1. All right. You run forward, you clothesline the creature, knock into it, give me some damage. It's going to be 1 to 2 points of damage, plus your strength as you smash into it and knock its head completely off and as it flips into the air. Chuck, you haven't acted this round. What are you doing?
Have we reached the creature?
Yeah. You see part of its skull disappears, hat flies off, and then Dude Man, the barbarian, slams into it, knocks its head completely off, and it's flying through the air so you can stab, swing, punch, stomp, whatever you want.
I mean, did he destroy it? It sounds like he tore its head
No,
off.
it doesn't. I mean, maybe. He's going down in a pile of bones and flesh. He's knocked its feet out from under it, but you see it trying to stab it.
All right, I'm just gonna swing with my longsword then. I'm just gonna.
Okay. All right.
So much for rest and recuperation.
Not bad. 15 total.
You hit. Give me some damage.
All right.
Find the peaceful town of wherever we are.
That's going to be
It's immediately overrun by horrific gnats.
3 points of damage. 3.
All right. Did you already have it?
No, they're gonna do. You got to do that because we're not supposed to know about it.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, that's something secret you do.
Yeah.
All right. He's still kicking, but he's on the ground. He hits the ground. Now, Chuck, next round you'll get your +5 because the creature's prone. So it is on the thing. Now, Ren, I guess you're running up. John, you're still tying the boat off. Are you running up, or what are you doing?
The boat's secured. We're going up the shore. They're like there's like 2 people stomping on the ground and there's bones.
There's 2 rolling around on the ground, and then Larian is slashing down with his blade, hacking and chopping.
So there's no fucking way I have any kind of clean shot.
I mean, you can.
Then I just approach. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Wait. McGowan said skeletons plural.
Right.
So I'm gonna watch the shoreline for anything else coming out.
Okay. You don't see anything immediately. Wyatt, you come up into this maelstrom, but much like Jonic, you can see that there's just a lot of flesh and bone.
There's just like no point in doing anything.
I mean, you run a chance of stabbing one of your comments. All right, Chuck.
Yeah, that's why.
Davis and Grace, give me an initiative. I got a 1.
I got you beat. A 3.
I got a 9.
Swing.
Slam dunk.
All right, everybody swing at my skeleton with its 1 hit point. I hope you all miss. That would just be wonderful.
Nat 20!
Damn it!
18!
Yeah, well, that's got it.
Oh, he's got adamantine bones. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right.
You smash it.
Joke's on you, players. Anyway.
Larry, you smash into it, crushing ribs and whatnot, and the other 2 just pounding into it. So this creature dies at your feet. You do not see anything coming out of the water. The skeleton is a little bit odd. You can see as you're extricating yourself from it, and Larry, you see it first. amongst his bedraggled clothing is the only thing of worth that seems of worth is a horn. He's got a horn hanging on him, over a strap. That's about it. As you see McGowan pulling himself out of this pile of bones.
If no one looking for
I
it,
immediately look for its
I'm
dagger.
gonna reach down and pick that horn up off of it.
Yeah.
Okay. You scoop the horn up, Davis. You easily retrieve the dagger. And now the horn's not a secret. McGowan and Gwen, you see Larry just scooping the horn up.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it over. I'm looking at for any kind of
we gotta
marks.
cut that into equal parts. We all earned part of that.
There's 2 more. There were 2 more.
You said there's 2 more?
Yeah. And I start sliding down to the bank of the water.
So you seem to think they're inside in the water somewhere down below.
They fell off the boat into the water.
All right. Any signs of any other skeletons coming out of the water anywhere on there? Just by looking.
You see the river's just kind of rolling, going by a little bit. Nothing kind of bubbles out. You watch for about a minute or so. Nothing comes out. At about that point, Greeley walks out on the back porch, and he's got his nightshirt on, and he's holding a bucket, and he goes, "What are y'all doing?"
He's smoking a corn cob pipe. What's going on?
And then he throws his, he empties his piss bucket in, the thing, and he just walks back in the house.
You're a real fucking heavy sleeper, guy.
You see him do his arm like this as he walks back in the house.
I take the skeleton's hat.
Okay.
And one of its bones. I take its like.
Whatever that is.
I take this bone.
Put another
bone
hat
there.
on your hat.
Yeah.
Anything else special about what it was wearing? Anything would tell what it was in its previous life?
It looks like it was probably a dwarf. That's what it looks like. It doesn't look like it was human. It's kind of short and too.
And it really couldn't swim.
So
the bones are too broad for a halfling or a gnome. So you think it's dwarven.
The horn that I took around is from off its neck. Does it look like a hunting horn or?
And so it's a probably a war horn. It's rather ornately carved,
Really?
and you've got a yak horn that kind of goes up. It's got a little bit of inlaid metal on the mouthpiece, and then another piece of inlaid metal, and then another piece at the top. And it's got little pictures, inlaid, and it's worn. It's been used a lot. Little pictures of what appears to be bearded dwarves doing, this swinging
Dwarf
an axe
things.
or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, just dwarf things. But it does have a pretty significant
rocks.
crack. It's got a pretty significant crack in it that
Yeah.
goes from middle band to the end band. down.
Okay.
And
All right. I'll tuck that away for now.
Okay. All right. So, a few minutes pass. The 5 of you are actually together for the first time. Since y'all
What the hell was that?
She's been sick. You know that. She was thrown up earlier, man.
Not her, you.
I was throwing up.
We hear goblins or whatever the fuck on the roof, and you're like, time to run. And off into the mist. Look at you. You're a mess.
You're a mess.
I'm a mess, Johnny, because there were others at the hedge
Get
gate.
yourself cleaned
I
up.
know. I took care of them.
What happened? I left you all alone for a night.
I don't know. Some fucking fruit bats came in and started building piles of bones.
You said
Mosquitoes.
words in an order, and I
They
recognize
were really big mosquitoes.
you're all insane. You're all
This all
insane.
look.
Something came into town
Some
and started setting up something. I
some
would have to
overgrown
ask.
pixies wearing bones on their heads came in and started building piles of gore.
Yeah,
Gross. And then I guess some skeletons came out of the water. Possibly unrelated. I don't know.
I'm pacing up and down the thing, keeping an eye on the
I don't
water
think it
front.
was unrelated because when I inspected the first stack of bones, it gave off a little bit of a glow.
What
I
kind of
almost
glow?
feel like these dark fae have summoned the skeletons from out of the riverbed. Or out of the river. But I don't know.
Then I turn around and look. Are this bones still in front of the tavern?
Yeah, you guys haven't.
I don't think anyone's
Wyatt
messed with them.
knocked over one of the stacks of bones.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Does
Show me
this-
where the bones were.
Yeah.
All right, so you move up and into the town, right there. And you're only going to wait for like 20 minutes, 15 minutes. It's not been very long.
Question for you, Stephen.
Yes, sir.
These dead bodies that are laying about the Fae.
Yeah.
What dead bodies?
Are there dead bodies or no?
So you get up when you guys move up onto the road in front of the tavern. The first thing you see is the bones to the left, Wyatt's Stomple. So that's the one you saw that kind of stack. And then up the road you can see a little bit the bones, the mule deer that's kind of wrapped in steak. And then right across the road you see the small bones, the rib cage kind of stuck in the ground, the bird's head on the top, on the spine stuck in the ground with the rib cage sticking out of it. And that still has that faint glow in the skull, and you all see that. You all can clearly see in this bird's head. Does that make sense? Is that description making sense? The bird's head is on top of the spinal cord. It's got a faint glow in it. Now, where the two Fae dropped, you see they're still sort of there, Chuck, but you can tell they're blending or melting with the ground.
I mean, none of these things had chains around their neck, right?
No. Okay. They were wearing clothing, ragged clothing. They had each a bow. And a little pouch of arrows. So
I'll tell the group, about what I thought I saw earlier when I first stepped outside. The fact there's no tracks anywhere indicates that possibly these fake.
Hold on just a second, Jack. I want you to go ahead and role play out. Tell them what you saw.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So earlier when I come out here and looked around, initially, I thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye that was small, sort of misshapen, maybe even hunchbacked or shrunken, with maybe a chain around its neck. But I couldn't make much details because it was going into the mist from the fog from night, right? So I couldn't find any tracks. There's no tracks around any of these piles of bones, which the Fae there clearly have got wings. They could easily have stacked them and flown around and not left any tracks. But I'm not so sure that it was them that did this. Maybe, but there should have been some tracks somewhere, and we've not come across it. I haven't found any tracks at all. And whatever it was that was swimming into the mist, I don't think it was one of these Fae because it would have been flying first off. So I'm not real sure what's going on here, to be honest with you. I have a feeling there may be two things, more than one thing going on. What I'm trying to say.
So about 6 words into that, I walk away, and I start kicking over the pile of bones that are glowing. I just start kicking them apart. I'm like, shit, for real? Oh,
wait. You kick that over, even as McGowan's going, wait, and as that skull comes flying off, this tongue of flame just whips up, slicing across your chest and face. Give me a saving throw. As you
what kind of saving throw?
It's going to be a dexterity save.
I'm going to use one of my last reroll. 14 prime.
A 14 prime. Let me see. That is not going to be good enough. That thing whips up your chest, across your face, burns you something fierce for 7 points of damage. I mean, it scorches.
I'm dead.
Out of your. Are you dead?
No, I'm not dead.
Oh, it scorched. You don't have any armor on. That's right. So it burns your hole across your shirt and into your. Out. You didn't have. You didn't even put a cloak on. So whatever you sleep in, it's the only thing that it did. I don't think you picked anything. But it definitely scorches your skin. As soon as the skull hits, that snake of fire kind of, washes over you, then it evaporates. It's gone. And now you just got bones.
I'm in a heap on the ground.
Okay, as the flame starts...
Are you topple over?
Yeah, I'm actively dying, yes.
Okay.
I'm at negative, -4. I'm dying.
Okay, as the flame lit, because I was close to him saying, no. Then I grab him by the shoulder as the flame is licking up and try to pull him back, and obviously it doesn't help, blah, 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 and he falls to the ground. I'm like, I don't really know what to do with the burn wound.
I'm going to reach Steve. I'm going to try to bandage his wounds immediately and stop him from bleeding. All right.
Okay. Well, he's not bleeding. It's just burns.
It just burns. Get him inside, and we'll put water. So we got
whatever. Yeah.
What was it that did it to him? Sorry, I'm kind of still catching up a little bit.
The bones.
A tongue of fire came out of the skull when he kicked it over and lashed it.
Okay. Can I take like the the hook end of my hook sword and just like from as far away as I can crush it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so you just start crushing the bones.
Yeah.
As Larian and Wyatt and McGowan carry the now deceased Jonic into the town. Or into the tavern. So you drag him back into the tavern. He's horribly scorched and burned on his chest, stomach, and face. You shatter those bones up. You scatter them.
Yeah.
All right, so Chuck, you start bandaging him up. Ren, are you going to do it? You're going into the tavern, or still misty? It's cold outside. It's about 60 degrees.
Yeah, I think just in like the sudden, brief like activity and then sudden quiet, she's gonna just try to really quick like tap into the vision that she saw.
Oh shit.
And just meditate briefly on what has happened here.
Okay.
And see if it gives her if it feels like it's the same pebbled walkway along the arc of time. If these things are related.
All right, remind me what vision because there's been a few that have floated around.
It was walls very, very high, a stairway down.
Yeah, okay, yep.
A thing flying overhead.
So you kind of cast out much as Larian had done earlier, trying to and as he felt the malevolence in the fog or the mist around him. You don't really feel that. It's just really, really quiet. But it's sort of like after you've been jolted with something that kind of emotional response when it's over. You know what I mean? There's a finality to something, and now it just seems quiet, and there's mist in pockets here and there. There's no malevolence floating around. It just seems normal to you. You don't tap into the vision. You don't get the feeling of terror that you had.
There are no other bone towers.
There's one left standing to your right, and it's a deer kind of wrapped around a stake.
I'd like to shoot it with my stick.
You start hurling rocks at it. Yeah. You pound it a little bit, and eventually you hit the head and knock it off. And then once you hit the head, it kind of dislodges the whole thing, and then this pile of bones, falls to the ground. Stake's still in there.
One guttural scream into the darkness, and then goes inside.
Okay. Half the town wakes up. What the hell?
They've been attacked by Fae and undead.
They have no idea.
They're like, what the?
They're going to wake up in the morning with news that you guys were wandering around all night, and there's bones all over town. What the hell?
They're gonna start counting their children and see which ones disappeared.
The Pied Piper. All right, so you guys get Jonic inside.
I drag Jonic inside. I lay him down immediately. And I start Farmer Giles of Ham, whatever the hell your name is. What's his name? I can't remember. Greeley.
It's a good reference, by the way.
All right, Larian, you start bandaging him up. Is that you start cleaning the wounds and whatnot? Davis,
right.
You shout to Greeley. And after like 2 or 3 shouts, Greeley opens the door and goes, "The name of Orndul's bones, what?
We need some butter or lard.
God, it's in the kitchen." And then he walks back and closes the door.
Slather me in fat, animal fat. That's probably gonna make it worse.
All right, so you go to the kitchen to get some butter.
You put butter on a burnt.
Do you want to know? I'll tell a story on myself. One of the most angry Kathy has ever been to me. My son was with Davis's daughters, and they had a fire pit going. And here in the Ozarks, if you put rocks on fire, the rocks are very hollow. They got a lot of air in them. So they blow up. They blow up all the time. And one of those rocks blew up, and a chunk of it, super hot, stuck to Wilson's cheek. It stuck there. They had to pull it off of his cheek. And then they rushed him back to the house, and we didn't have anything. And my sister was there, and she said, "Put butter on it." And my wife, she's back at the house, and so we put butter on the wound. And Wilson was being pretty stoked, but I called Kathy later. I said, "Well, we put butter on it."
You say to the neurosurgeon?
Yeah. She's a neurologist, not a neurosurgeon, but yeah. She was so angry at me. She was so angry. It was so funny.
You don't put butter on a burn?
It apparently doesn't do any good.
Oh, maybe because it's just cold. I don't know. I've never. I'm just sort of like grimace through them. But
The only thing I can say is if you use baking soda on a wasp stain, it works.
Yes.
It does pull the poison, or does something. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it does, but it does something. All right, so Davis and Steve's home remedies aside.
Wait, but I have to.
It probably neutralizes the formic acid in the venom.
Something. Do what, Davis?
I boil the butter first and pour it on them.
Hair of the dog? Is that what it is?
Boil milk and pour it on his exposed skull.
Should I just assume I'm dead? Because they're not doing anything to make it better.
Larian is trying to bandage you, and the others are boiling you alive.
So you can't react to the pain.
I swear.
You're
I don't know if
efforts
it
are
will burn.
not. All right, you Chuck, you get it pretty clean. The wounds
Okay.
wrapped and whatnot. And we will call it here. We will begin with a little bit of cast in the morning. Though so we're gonna let you guys, or maybe we'll let chat decide how we want to do this. Now, in my home game, one of the things we're trying to do is make me very comfortable running online games so that I run it more like my home game. When you go negative, you gotta wait. You gotta play through 7 days before he can even be healed. So
which is even more steep than rules is written.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because it's like Constitution.
It's 24 hours, and then you start.
Okay, then we probably should go, but do we want to do it my normal way, or Chuck's like, no.
We can do it however way you want, as long as we can wake up the next day and say it's been 5 years and move on.
We don't have to role play through every minute of the next 7 days.
No, we don't.
We just say 10 days later because,
It is a way. So it's a way that time passes.
At some point.
And the reason that I do this is time passes and gold is spent. So your treasure is spent up, right? You're buying food, you're buying a lodging, and all this other stuff.
Not ours. I just rob everything.
I will note, as I push up my nerd glasses,
30-person community.
that part of the reason why there was such slow healing in AD&D was because and it does say this in the rules, it assumes that every day not played at the table outside of the game passes in world as well. So a week elapses between every session in AD&D, which is why it's so stingy with healing.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. No, we've always played day by day, and it's going negative had a real consequence if you were in the wilderness. But
well, point of order, if we are going to be spending a week here, I'm going to do what I was going to do the next day anyways. Weapon repairs, reforging the sword, all of that.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. I like Chuck's idea. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and do it my way, but we will fast forward time. We're not going to. Yeah, we won't play it.
If I've got a week to do this properly.
Yeah, and then I'll just say knock off 5 gold pieces or whatever.
I'm also going to see if I can find some bracers while we're at
All right.
bracer arm something.
We will begin next week with Wyatt's shopping trip to the store, and I think Larian wanted to get a map, and then we will commence. I believe the still desires to go south down the river. Is that right? We're still headed to the Haverstraw.
I think so.
All right, Chuck. Let's call it for the night. We got a raffle.
Yep. Let's get that pulled.
So you can always tell when
boats into a catamaran.
You do have a boat now. You have acquired
we have
a
3
boat.
boats. Sir.
3 boats.
Serious upgrade.
Yes.
We'll lash both canoes to either side of the boat and create like a
one of those. Yeah, that'd be a good idea, actually.
Basic more a catamaran, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna close this
Just
giveaway
take
out.
Wooden. And
All right, so tonight we're gonna draw for a couple 15s and a 25 for the store. A link will pop up in the chat. If you're new to our Discord, just click that link and come over and hang out with us. It's a great Discord, lots of fun stuff going on over there. Everybody's very cool. Can't say enough about everybody, honestly. Just about everybody watching is over there. And Obsidian Risk will get you your code. You can just DM him and get it. Enjoy something on the store. All right, here we go. For $15 off at the store, first winner is going to be Sparky68. What kind of bullshit is that?
Rigged.
Rigged. Big time.
Sparky.
Congrats, Spark. All right, our second $15 is going to be Trav. Well, look at there.
Hey!
Yeah,
He's
Trav.
probably long gone by now, but he was here for a minute.
Well, Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, wait. I gotta give a point of order here. I want it before.
This tastes like BO smells.
Any
It's really
misinformation
unpleasant.
comes out. You do not put butter on a burn.
You know, fucking shit.
I looked it up. I've been putting butter on my burns ever.
That's that's a great way to culture infections. That's a fabulous way to do that.
Yes.
I'm sure that's what Kathy said. Wilson still has a scar on his cheek, too.
Well, I bet the butter didn't fucking help.
Hey, you know. I don't know. When you cut him up for bacon, maybe he'll taste good.
There you go. Chuck, we got one more round.
A nice glazed spiral ham.
Let me see here. And then our
Do I get
final
any extra
winner is going to
experience
be
for my bear joke?
T-Bird 2366 2002. That's a new one. T-Bird, if you're here.
Let's go T-Bird.
Hopefully T-Bird. Interesting. That one's for $25.
Oh my God.
So congrats on that.
Steven,
Looks like T-Bird's
do I get
not
extra
here, though.
experience for my
You
bear
hear
joke?
T-Bird? T-Bird is not. So I'm going to go redraw that one for 25. And that's going to be Tarva Moonblade. All right. I think Tarva's here. Yeah. All right. Congrats, everybody. I think that's all we got going on. Any last words from you, Steven?
I know. Just remember that we're going to pick up Mondays will be the regular time for the show, 6 o'clock Central Standard Time to 8:30.
Oh, no.
So please join us on Mondays. And we got my AMA tomorrow. I think Grace, we got to reschedule your reading, and then Chuck's
For Wednesdays now.
Wednesdays.
Yep.
Sweet. So we're
That's
gonna
right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, too.
Well, okay. Yeah, she may be playing in a game actually on Wednesdays, but that's okay.
On Thursdays.
No, and Wednesdays.
On Wednesdays? What am I doing on Wednesdays?
I'll tell you. We'll talk tomorrow about it. I'll tell you about it.
You got another game.
You're going to be really
just
popular.
hey, Coop, watch the schedule. We're readjusting things at the moment, and Chuck and Grace will have it both posted on Twitch and Twitter or X or whatever, and all over the place.
Yeah.
There's going to be some bumps over the next couple of weeks as we kind of iron this out. Who's going to be where and what's going to be when.
The schedule. I updated the schedule on Twitch today, so if you scroll down to our schedule or choose the schedule tab, it should be up to date.
Reminds me, I need to tell you something about that too. Don't let me forget.
Perfect.
All right, we're going to raid into Creep. She's on. Let's go raid into Creep.
Fuck you. No.
Let's raid.
Jeremy's on fire. Got to do something about
Jeremy
that.
is on fire.
Well, he's literally on fire.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey, wait. I'd like to address that. He's like, damn, I got to do something about that bow. No, you don't. You do not have to. Because if we did not have that bow, we would still be in that fight right now.
That's right. All right, we're going to raid into Creep Show. Darlin's doing some painting over there, some mini painting. Thanks everybody for coming to hang out with us. It was a lot of fun. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon with Steve doing his AMA and a little talk about Aired and throughout the rest of the week. So thanks a lot, everybody. We really appreciate you guys. Everybody have a good night. And Trolls Eye, we're out.
Yeah, and I think for where are we out? We got for another 3 hours, 50% off on drive-through RPG, and then that gets that sale is
Oh yeah,
heavens.
that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. So yeah, 50% off. All right, see you guys.
We